Under Matters podcast, a spin-off show where we talk about all things pop culture, from movies, video games, and music. I'm Adam, and I'm here with my talented co-hosts, Samad and Tak. So sit back, relax, and get comfy, because we're about to begin. And the first thing that I want to first begin with is this is the fourth episode. That means we've done 1 month of Mind Under Matters, right? Totally didn't think that we'd this kind of
We'll get this
spin-off.
far. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, what we've had like 6 episodes of Mind Over Matters and 4 episodes of this. It's like 10 shows. 10 shows.
Yeah,
it's
wow.
crazy.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, and especially
very
under
true.
lockdown, right? and to celebrate, we've actually decided to work in a story that we're going to be talking about, which is about Travis Scott and his recent collaboration with McDonald's. And we've decided to get McDonald's as well. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see that. Boom. McDonald's.
Boom.
Bing bang. First off, I want to know, what did you boys get?
I don't want to go first. I'm shy.
Okay. I'll go with
Yeah.
I'll go with something. Oh yeah, no go.
No,
Someone, what you get?
we'll leave you guys. I stayed pretty basic. And
Yep.
I got 10 nuggets, and I've got a chicken and cheese medium.
Oh,
Nice.
chicken and
meal.
cheese.
Nice.
Oh, you
Yeah.
see, my boy. See, I got a chicken and cheese too, and I got a McChicken
Nice.
meal. Yeah, baby. That's
Yeah,
me.
baby.
That's me for
Hey, you
today.
keeping it chicken as well, huh? You
My-
keeping
Yeah,
it-
I'm all chicken. I'm all chicken.
My boys, because I got what is it?
McChicken.
Cheese. Chicken and cheese
Oh,
as well.
chicken and cheese.
This is so.
Oh, bro, we're all
We're all
in
linked.
sync.
But I
We're all
actually
in
went.
sync.
Actually went with the theme of a mukbang because I thought you're supposed to go hard. So I did go hard on the mukbang.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And,
what'd you get? Let-
What else do you get?
I got I got a Big Mac in a meal as well.
Nice.
I can't grab it. And I also got 24 nuggets.
Oh, excellent,
yeah,
excellent.
I'm
You're gonna
going
be full
hard,
by the
man.
end of this.
Bro, I don't know if I can even finish all of this, but let's
Well, we'll
see.
find out by the end of the show, eh?
Let's
um,
see, man.
But I was gonna say, thanks, chat, for joining us today. Yeah, like I think we got requests to have like a mukbang or something like
Bro,
that.
people have been asking us from like first episode, do a mukbang, do a mukbang. So here we are.
So here we are. So yeah, I put on the plan for like, oh, we'll talk about like Travis Scott's collab, and then Tak told me about like, oh, people want us to do a mukbang, so I thought it would be a good idea to just, hey, let's do it together. Might as
Couldn't
well.
be better, yeah.
Might as
Yeah.
well, yeah.
man.
Have you actually seen the stuff with Travis Scott and the
Yeah.
the collaboration and whatever? So random.
It's
Like
pretty
all
much
of it-
just a burger. You don't get anything else, like a special burger that.
Do you
Travis
guys know
Scott
what's
with-
in the burger?
It's quarter
What's
pounder
that?
with some bacon.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it. He actually
And-
says it in the advertisement. It's
Yeah.
that's his quarter pounder.
That's it.
But I think like on his actual website, he has like merch that
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
along
yeah.
with
Mhm.
the promotion. So like shirts and jackets.
Yeah, that's the more interesting
I
stuff.
saw even Jordan had one. Jordan had a collab with Macca's as well.
With McDonald's
Yeah, like ages
Like-
ago, man.
back in the day.
Like Jordan Brand.
Huh? No, I'm talking,
Jordan Brand.
no, I'm talking about Michael Jordan.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
Jordan Brand. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, no,
No, but-
like
yeah.
he
no,
was-
but like
Oh, he himself.
not as
yeah,
the
himself,
Nike
yeah.
Jordan
No.
brand, but just
Yeah.
not
Jordan.
even Nike. No, he was
Just
he was
Michael Jordan as
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
I think it
Oh.
was the whole '92 Dream Team for the Olympics, the US
Oh,
Olympics, because they were like I'm pretty sure McDonald's have always been
his sponsor.
sponsor for the
I love the irony, man.
for the Olympics.
Yeah, oh not
Really?
always, but they've been like in the '90s. I remember they were pretty big
Oh,
sponsor for it.
Seems like bad optics if you want to promote
Yeah.
like
Hey
I
man,
guess
no
that
one,
used to be
no,
the
one-
case.
no one gave a shit about their health back then.
yeah, no. I mean, no one gives a shit about.
nobody
that
gives a
now.
shit about health now.
We have more fast food.
I mean, you'd like to think we do now, but
Nah.
Yeah.
We just
look, look,
we just get our
Sub-
Diet Coke. That's our health.
look. Subway's still trying to pass as being something healthy, and they give like what
Eat
cookies and like cokes with their
Mhm.
drinks. It ain't anything
They're
but
just
healthy, right?
shove the whole thing with cheese and call it a day.
Yeah,
I mean, I do like Subway, but
a whole lot of white bread with cheese on it.
yeah. Italian herbs and spice, mate. What
Italian
about
herbs
is
and spice.
cheese. Sorry, Italian herbs and cheese.
You even had me wrong, bro.
But there's even like this giant like there's all this weird merch as well. There's like a
Yeah.
giant like chicken nugget,
Chicken
like,
nugget
body,
body
pillow.
pillow, which I was actually going to buy, and then I saw it's $90. I'm like,
$90.
is 90 US.
God
Oh,
damn.
Can you
shit.
imagine? Yeah. And I'm like you guys, you guys know me, and you guys know that I have to have a body pillow. That's just me, right? I can't sleep without a body pillow. I
It's
know
called it's a waifu pillow,
it's
bro.
a
Just
The
yeah,
waifu
it's
pillow.
a waifu pillow. That's right. So I can't sleep without it, and I was gonna buy one just because it's funny, it's a novelty thing. Not for $90, man. That's just a rip off, bro.
Yeah, if it looks like the actual nugget that they show, like that might be worth it. But then again, like I wonder, like if it's just like really like easy to make, like with
Yeah,
lots of like kind of
they just
realistic food stuff.
They just screen printed like a nugget on a pillowcase. I bet that's what it is.
Yeah, probably.
Sabik knows what's up, Gold Valish.
Hey, someone said
Cool.
Gang,
McChicken is gross. It's not. McChicken is lit.
Degenerate.
Yeah.
Whoever that is, they're
Yeah.
degenerate.
Not right.
Maybe had.
Nah, I'm joking. I mean, look. To be fair, like Macca's isn't like really top tier like fast food.
Food
I must
anyway,
admit,
yeah.
as I'm eating their chips, this is what I'm saying.
Can we do a
Oh, a fast food
fast
tier
food
list.
tier list? Yeah.
Actually, we should probably start with the first tier list that you suggested, which
Yeah.
was doing a Travis Scott tier list. Now,
Yeah.
I'll admit, I'm not super familiar with all his work. Like, there's obviously the songs that he's done, like Antidote, Butterfly, Sicko Mode, all that.
His
Like,
hits, yeah.
yeah, like the hits I'll know, right? I'm just I'm a norm.
I just know him as that dude from Fortnite.
Yeah, the dude from Fortnite, exactly.
No, I'm joking.
Um, Yeah, I love that dude from Fortnite. But yeah, like so I'm not super familiar with like all his albums and stuff, and maybe you guys might do a better job at like the tier list. But so what comes to mind? Because there's like 3 studio albums and 2.
3 studio albums and 2 mixtapes. His mixtapes are old. I think his first ever like actual project, which was a mixtape, was Owls. And then there was Days Before Rodeo. And then there was Rodeo.
Isn't yeah, I was gonna say, isn't his first album called Rodeo?
Yeah. So Days
Ah,
Before
so
Rodeo.
That's
Okay.
it.
And
Okay.
then Rodeo. And then you have Birds in the Trap. And then you have Astroworld, which just came out a few years
Okay.
ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, do any of you guys want to
Did
start?
Astroworld come out last year or this year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Wow.
Yep. It's been a while,
time
man.
flies, man. I
We're
still
still-
remember all the hype around Astroworld, like pre 2018, man.
I don't know, man. Like being in like lockdown has been feeling like I'm in like the hyperbolic time chamber, man. Like things are like.
I'm just
It feels like everything just stopped, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I told people that as well. That like, yeah, like things are gonna feel more the same than they are different once we get out in the world, because kind of like in Endgame how everyone got snapped, right, and disappeared. We're like the people who got snapped.
Blip, yeah,
We got blipped, bro.
we got blipped hard.
Yeah, because imagine, because it's like, one of the first things I thought about all that was, oh yeah, like what happens to those people like when they just suddenly return and they have to go back to school? Do they go?
Yeah.
They go back to
They
year
go back-
12 or are they in year 7?
Yeah, but if you think about it, that's what's happening right now, right? Like,
Yeah, I
people are
guess.
obviously
People
returning
year
back to
12,
school,
yeah.
but it's gonna obviously be quite, I don't know, tough in
Just
that
like
regard.
let him take an IQ test and
Hey,
see what happens.
Sabik, but that's a very good question.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sabik asked a question in the chat. He's like, "What's the difference between ASAP
Uh,
Rocky
what's the
and Travis
question?
Scott?"
ASAP Rocky
Ooh.
has
Yeah, this, he's like,
he
are
has
they the same?
he has an effing problem.
Yeah.
That was a shit joke. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't know.
And Travis
ASAP
Scott.
Rocky doesn't have a collab with McDonald's, so I'd say that.
That's true. That's true.
But back to the tier list.
Sorry, back to the tier list.
I would say like most people have Rodeo at the top, and it's hard because like for me, Rodeo is like probably the best trap album of all time. Right?
All time.
All time,
Does
wholeheartedly.
go hard, man. Yeah.
If people people want to come at me for that, well, I don't care. I'm not changing my mind. Man, Rodeo was like no skips, man. Like the first time I properly sat down and listened to it, because I listened to like all the hits that come from it. Maria, I'm Drunk, great track.
You got
Antidote, Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler goes hard, man.
Yeah, like these songs, they all bang. So like I never listened to like the kind of what people consider filler tracks. But then when you listen to it as a whole, like you're just like, wow, there's so many different sounds in the album. So it's definitely like a top tier, not just Travis Scott album, but trap album.
Trap
And
album.
then
Yeah, that's high marks, man. Because
Yeah.
trap is definitely grew in popularity, and people are trying to have their takes at it. And so, do you think like this album kind of set? So as you said, it's obviously said it's your number one. And do you think like a lot of people have tried to emulate his work?
oh, definitely. Like one of the criticisms people had of Jaden Smith's, it's not his last album that came out, the album before that.
So
Was that Icon?
Ios?
Oh, okay.
Sire backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Right,
like 100 IQ move. But yeah, like a lot of the criticism people had of him was that he sounded too reminiscent of like he was trying to emulate too much of Travis Scott in like bits and pieces. And you get that in a lot of artists as well. Because like Travis Scott found a really good blend between contemporary and like modern music. And it's because like his influences are both contemporary and modern as well. Like his biggest influence is Kid Cudi. And like Kid Cudi,
Oh,
he
okay.
changed the landscape in terms of his music was very different for like what you'd listen to in hip hop and rap on the radio for those days. So he kind of influenced a like big part of like the new generation of music. So that's why you can hear those influences in Travis's music as well now.
Okay, so would you agree, Samad? Would you say that radio's at the top tier,
That was
number one?
Yeah, that was the first time I heard Travis Scott.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Does
the first
does the
one,
chat agree? Does chat agree that radio
Yeah,
is
that's a real
Travis
question.
Scott's
Yeah.
Yeah,
best? 'Cause,
that's a
What do you
real.
guys think of Rodeo?
like, yeah, who cares about our host's opinion? We
But I-
want to know what you guys.
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people hate on Astroworld, but I really like that album, man. Like, I think
Astroworld took some time to grow on
Yeah.
me, honestly. Like when it first came out,
Like, I'm not
obviously
talking
the
about
hype was
Sicko Mode.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm not talking about.
Bro, that's the only song that exists on that album. No
Yeah.
one cares about any other song.
Astro Thunder is really good as well. I really
Yeah.
like that.
For the first time I did listen to Sicko Mode, I actually went Sicko Mode.
Yeah.
I remember like the night it came out, like I'm in my bed, about to go to sleep, pop in my earphones, listening to the first few tracks. Starts off really with what's the first track? Stargazing. Stargazing I really liked.
Yeah, it's good. Good track.
Keeps building, and then Sicko Mode came out, like what the hell? This song had like 5 different beat switches, man. Like
Sabik says
Yeah,
that testing is
read
my
it.
favorite.
I'm just
I want
ignoring
to
him.
acknowledge him. I want to acknowledge
No,
him.
I'm not acknowledging that. Bro, shut the
Why
hell
why
up,
do
man.
why don't you like Travis Scott's testing album, mate? Why not?
I actually like Testing by A$AP Rocky, not Travis.
Oh damn!
Um,
all right. Well,
but,
controversial there, but we'll take it.
What else was there?
So,
Yeah,
so would you
actually,
say Astroworld would be second?
not for me.
Not for you.
I'd say
What about you,
Birds in the
Samad?
Trap.
That's
I
his
think- I
second
think for
album,
me-
right?
Yeah, that was his second album, straight after Radio. A lot of people didn't like Birds in the Trap when it came out, but I really liked it just because it was very raw Travis, man. Like on that, he was like, he had his emotions to show on that album, and the different sounds as well. Like, it's the first time I heard an album where, okay, maybe not the first time, but in recent times, one of the first times I've heard an album that, like most albums have a theme sonically,
Mm-hmm.
but he even had different sounds within that sonic theme, which was really interesting. Like you hear Guidance, like that song sounds like a Afro beat / like dancehall kind of track, but it's still a Travis Scott song. He has Way Back, which Mike Dean does some of his best work on like production. He killed those keys, man. Like Way Back goes so hard, man. Like I can't stop talking about Mike Dean. Mike Dean is so underrated.
Yeah, who's Mike Dean for
So he's
people who
a
are?
producer, American producer. Some of his most famous work has been with Kanye, Travis Scott. He's done a bit of Kid Cudi work. He's worked with a lot of like big names, but mainly collaborated a lot with Kanye. And here's a big reason for why Yeezus exists. That's why
Okay.
I have a soft spot for him, because Yeezus is my favorite Kanye West album, I'll admit.
Ooh.
Mike Dean, the Premier League ref. Yeah, I don't like him very much. He's not a very good ref.
Oh my
Mike
God,
Oxlong, yes, I like him too.
Oxlong is pretty.
He goes
lit.
hard.
Yeah, pretty lit.
But yeah, I'd say Birds in the Trap comes second for me.
I mean,
And then-
Goosebumps is
Yep.
one of
Oh,
his
Goosebumps, great
songs,
track.
right?
You
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
See, I'm just such a
Classic.
normie, mate. I just know you just tell me Goosebumps. Yeah, I know Goosebumps, mate. Great song.
I actually like. It's gonna sound like a lot of people think, oh, like he hates Astroworld. I don't hate Astroworld, but I just think
Why do you hate Astroworld? Mate?
I don't hate Astroworld.
Look, I'm in
I just
space.
think-
I'm in the Astroworld, mate. I'm in the
Yeah,
Astroworld
then
right
maybe
now.
maybe I don't like you, mate. No, I'm
You
joking.
heard it, chat. You heard it, chat. He's
Chat,
already trying to
I
bully
love
me.
Adam. I love Adam so much. I only use Google. I don't use any other social media.
So would you say Astroworld would be your number 3 then?
It'd be my number 4. I like Days
Number
Before
4, okay.
Rodeo before Astroworld. Days
Okay.
Before Rodeo is hella underlooked, and that's just because most people knew about Travis Scott from Rodeo or Astroworld.
Hmm.
No one really goes back to look at
Not even
old stuff.
Astroworld, bro. A lot of people just know him through Sicko Mode.
Fortnite. No, I feel
True,
like a lot of
Fortnite,
people.
yeah.
I feel like a lot of people gave him a go after Sicko Mode as well.
Mm.
Yeah, like they kind of listen to
They
like
went back, yeah.
Astroworld and they kind of be like, oh hey, let's check out this guy.
Yeah.
What
pretty
is
much.
Butterfly? You know, what is this?
What is
what is this
Butterfly
song
Effect?
What is
about
butterfly
butterflies?
effect?
Yeah, I mean, I remember I'm like that too. Like, when I kind of listen to music, I try to go back. Like, if it's an artist I haven't heard of, I try to listen to their older stuff and try and work up that way. I've been very bad with music these days. I'm so behind on everything. But
Did you
like
end
one
up
thing I
getting
was,
around to Claro's new album?
no, I haven't. You did send it to me. I do like she's very talented,
Very
very
talented,
talented. There's so much music. Sometimes I feel like I'm so behind, right? Like you get you listen to one album and then oh great, 10 new albums come out like the next day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like that.
He's
But I
gotta
should.
prioritize
We should probably maybe we should do a challenge. Maybe if the chat and maybe if listeners and viewers, if you have an album that you reckon like
Yeah, give
we
us
should listen to.
recommendations too.
Yeah, I'm all like I said, like I'm open to like a lot of music. So yeah, let us know what you think we should listen to. One thing that comes to
Just
mind.
don't
is
recommend us K-pop. I'm not listening to that shit.
K-pop. Oh, right, like Blackpink. I know that. That's one. Is that
BTS.
K-pop? BTS. Oh yeah,
BTS,
yeah,
yeah.
BTS. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. K-pop fans are crazy. I mean, we love K-pop fans.
And they start canceling you.
Country music, Bollywood music. Country music. I actually have a playlist, so if you'd like me
Country
to share that.
music.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, I'm trying to
country music
think.
Playlist going on.
I probably do have like at least a couple of country songs, but it can't come to my country roads.
Country
That
Road,
song.
yeah.
Country
I was about to say
Roads
that.
from Fallout.
I already knew, mate. Bollywood music. We can talk to our
Oh,
resident Indian, Samad over here. Bollywood
Yeah,
music.
true. I don't listen to Bollywood music. You've caught me, chat. I don't listen to everything, I guess.
No, I think I don't listen to a whole lot of Bollywood music, but whatever I do listen to, bro, it was your sister who got me into it, so it's not my fault.
Calling
Mate,
her out.
What happened to you?
Hey man,
Are there any?
Arab
French-
music's pretty lit. I like
French
Arab
music.
French,
Uh,
even the French
I
Arab
haven't,
music's
I
really
haven't
good.
really heard a lot of French music, but I have heard some like French rap tracks. I can't remember their names.
They
but
go hard as
They
well.
go pretty
man.
hard.
Yeah, they go pretty
Like I
hard.
always hear like in Paul Pogba's Instagram stories, he's got like Arabic music in the background and French music. So like it
There's
goes
a
hard,
lot-
man.
There's even some artists that are Moroccan, so they speak French
Mhm.
and they
They
speak
speak French,
Arabic,
yeah.
and they have like
Mm.
yeah,
The fusion,
they have the
yeah.
fusion music as
Yeah.
well, and it goes really hard, man.
Yeah. Fusion. Speaking of Paul Pogba and soccer, we have an update on the Messi situation we talked about last week.
That's true.
So it was literally like I think 2 hours after our podcast.
Yeah,
ended.
after.
And then he
Of course it was,
came-
mate.
he
All that,
came
all that
out.
talk for nothing.
Yeah. No, they watched our podcast, mate, and they're like, oh, you know,
They're like,
maybe,
hey,
maybe
look,
Messi
these guys,
should stay at Barcelona.
look, there was a reason why we had experts for that show,
Yeah.
right?
So Sabik and Samir, good job. You guys convinced Messi to stay at Barcelona.
Yep. They did predict he would stay, right?
Yeah, like the thing was like a lot of it was speculation from the media. It wasn't just like it didn't help that Messi's camp were also saying like he wants to leave, but nothing was like confirmed from Messi or his dad. His dad is his manager.
Alright.
So yeah, there was nothing that was actually confirmed by
Yeah, I tried to talk to Messi's dad, and negotiations fell, so I couldn't get Messi on the show. But I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll try hard next time, guys. I promise.
Do better, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
I know. Why do I have to be the one
The
who talks
fans-
to everyone?
the
who's
fans-
injured, man?
The fans expect something out of you, man. You have a high standard.
I do have a high standard. All right. I don't just let anyone on this show. But yeah. So so what do you think is going to be like the, I guess overall? Do you think he's just, you know how he said he's going to stay? How do you
Yeah.
think that's going to affect like maybe his performance, or maybe like the team, like the social structure around the team?
But it depends because
Going to
they
leave
also
later.
My
They
big
also
question
have a-
is my big question to you is, I reckon there's of course there has to be a political side to this whole
yeah,
thing, right?
definitely.
So
Well, yeah,
I want
money,
to see
right?
I want to see what comes out of it. I think there's more than just money. You know, they may increase it, how much he's getting
Well, I
paid.
mean, like the main politics, and like they've both been very open about it in the media.
Yeah.
I think Messi's been more open about it. He had like a whole, I think like 50-minute conversation with Goal.com,
Okay.
and it was about like his decision on staying. It's because the CFO, he has problems with, like, him and Messi are the ones that are mainly kind of butting heads right now.
How come?
So, because it's so the CFO and Messi, they just don't agree with each other, right? And the CFO thinks that like for Barcelona to move on, they'll need to get rid of Messi because he's not at that age anymore where he can carry a whole team to like a La Liga title, which is the Spanish league title. Also to like Champions League, he won't be able to like carry them like he used to back in the day. So I think, and it'll be smart for them because I think there's like some crazy fee. Like if someone were to buy Messi, his release clause is like 700 mil.
Wow.
You know?
It's
So
crazy. Weren't they like happy to pay up to $1 billion at one stage?
$1 billion.
Yeah.
no, I don't think, like, if any club does that, that's stupid. But like I know like City and PSG have the money to do that.
Okay, interesting. Well, it's good to see that there's like a conclusion to all that, I guess. My concern
it's a temporary one because it's only for a year. He's only
do you
staying
think-
for a year.
So do you think it's just gonna come back again, and people are gonna start like, it's gonna reignite the controversy? Like him leaving. I want to leave. I want to go somewhere else. But it's just him like.
Well, I mean, he only said he's extending it for a year so we know he is going to leave next year.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
The team, this is going to mess with the team dynamics because like he's going to leave, new manager, most likely new players.
And the club's not
They've
doing
signed
that
a few
too well either, right?
for their standards. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is their first year in so long that they didn't win anything.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
usually they win like the Spanish Cup or like the League Cup or UEFA. Those are the three. Like a few years ago, I think like 2015. I think can't remember. They won the treble, which is when you win all three, and they were the first club to win the treble twice. No club has done that before them. So, yeah, I mean, except Bayern Munich this season, they did the double as well. And Man United have done the treble, by the way. Just want to
Also, I need a chicken
want to
nugget update.
reiterate.
How many chicken nuggets have you gone through, mate?
me.
No, he's talking to me.
I think.
count.
No. I'm talking. Don't you? Wait. How many chicken nuggets did you get, Summer?
I only got like a 10-pack. They had.
Oh, you're
they
gonna
had
be
a
able to
special,
smash that.
They had a special for $4. I'm like, I ain't
What?
missing out on that. I ain't missing
Oh,
out on that.
Wait, was it on the app?
I always order through the app because there's always a special.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
I'm
Actually, did
low
you?
IQ. I didn't do that.
Well, did you guys hear about how there was like a controversy on Twitch, like maybe like a couple of weeks ago, about how Hungry Jacks were donating to people, and they'd be giving messages like, "Oh, here's $5. Use it to buy like a 10-pack of chicken nuggets or some shit." And like all the Twitch streamers were getting really pissed off because they're like, "Oh, you're using my platform to like advertise, and you're not giving me like proper like." It's like, well, I mean, you have like a text to speech for a reason, like. I can.
I didn't know about this. Was this? I'm guessing it was only in Australia, right?
No. It was in America, bro.
So then wouldn't it be Burger King?
Maybe it was Burger King.
'Cause
Yeah,
Hungry
maybe.
Jack's
Ah
is
man,
Australian.
I keep forgetting. There was a time when they were trying to transition Hungry Jack's into Burger King, but
But
then
like, bro, I keep telling my brother, I'm like, we did have a Burger King in Australia, and he's like, no, we didn't. I'm like, bro,
it was very temporary, I
yeah,
think.
because I'm
And
like,
then
I
they got
remember-
sued. They got sued because that name was already registered in
Yeah,
Australia.
registered by like an Australian
Yeah.
guy or something.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Damn.
Yeah.
I remember I flipped out when I saw like a burger. I'm like, what the hell is a Burger King in America? But I remember getting this like cool, because I think like Pokemon, the first movie I think came out, and they
Yeah.
had like these really cool toys that
Bro,
you
they
only
had-
got.
They had these Dragon Ball Z hacky sacks. They were so cool, man. I like this Vegeta hacky sack. It's so cool.
Vegeta hacky sack.
Yeah.
Bam.
Cool. That is cool.
Back then
I
as
like
well,
it.
because like, I mean, I think Red Rooster also sold like Dragon Ball Z toys at one point. Was it Red Rooster? Because I remember I had like a
Maybe.
Super Saiyan.
Do people
3.
still go to Red Rooster? That's the real question, man.
Man,
I do
like,
sometimes. They actually go hard, man. Red
Mm.
Rooster.
I don't know, man.
They're
I don't know.
underrated, bro.
Last time I went to like, I think
I feel like
Red
there's too
Rooster-
many. I feel like there's too many stores.
Too many?
Yeah, I feel like there's too many.
Oh,
Red
like too
Rooster-
many to justify their
Yeah,
existence.
yeah.
you
I mean,
mean?
yeah. If you compare it to like, you know,
Like there's like one person who
Practice
goes
that.
and that like sustains like the
Yeah.
entire. God damn.
because like I
And
remember
I don't know,
like,
chat. Do you guys like Red Rooster? I don't
Samir
know.
likes
Like
it.
Samir likes Red Rooster.
Samir
so
likes.
thank
okay.
you for that. Red Rooster goes hard, man. You guys never tasted
Okay,
Okay,
the
what
last
should
time-
I try? If I go to Red Rooster, what should I try?
Rooster
Dry
roll,
chicken.
man.
Rooster roll.
Rooster roll goes hard. Rooster roll and you can get
Okay,
gravy in it.
Why would I pick?
Yeah,
that over
okay. I
KFC?
know what your question's gonna be. Okay, and yes, it is more expensive than the other food, but it's actually like it's fresh. That's the thing. Like they make their food like hella fresh, and if they're not, then it's just a
Chocolate
shit
mousse,
franchise.
okay.
But like most of the
Okay.
time, they actually do. And the chips, man, the chips are underrated, bro.
Chips. Mm.
But
I mean,
yeah,
is it
Sabik's
better?
right. You have to eat it like in 3 minutes before it gets cold.
Yeah, look, yeah. Well, that might be because it's like maybe not full of like preservatives and stuff, right? Like McDonald's, you could like leave the
Samir
burger
really
in like
say wings for Red Rooster. Who
wings.
would-
Yeah, I wouldn't
Okay.
go to Red Rooster for wings.
Ag-
Agron's
Agron,
right.
Agron's right, yeah.
Agron's
I do
right,
agree
yeah.
with Agron.
Yeah.
There was this one place in Footscray, man, like they used to do like
Mm.
this little styrofoam boxes, like quarter chicken and chips for $5. Used to bang, bro. Like that place was always good. Like there wasn't a day where they were bad.
Damn.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Agon as well. Like, you know, charcoal chicken is so good. Like, why would I go to Red Rooster,
Red
mate?
Rooster. Why would
And-
I go,
and
why
the
would I
last
go
time
to Red Rooster for wings, bro? Come on.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to Red Rooster for wings, bro. Yeah,
Okay, the last time I went to
Nando's if I wanted wings, bro.
yeah, well, you see, the last time I went to a Red Rooster, I was like in Rye, and it's like I went back in time because there was like a Blockbuster, there was a Video Easy, there was like a Sanity store, and the Red Rooster. I don't know where I
How,
was.
how
Like,
long ago was this?
this would have been like maybe 2 years ago or whatever.
Wow.
But like, yeah, they still have a physical Sanity store.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I'm pretty sure those
Still?
stopped existing.
Yes. Well, I don't know about now, but
You
at
know
least
what's
last
crazy?
time I went there, they
You can
did.
ask the chat how many of them remember Sanity, and like
Sanity?
most of them wouldn't remember it.
Mm,
Yeah. I mean, guys, if you know what Sanity is, let us know because
Drop an
yeah,
F in the chat
F in one's in the chat if you know what
One's
Sanity,
Sanity
is.
is.
and don't lie, because I
and
know
choose-
I know who's in the chat. I know who's lying.
But yeah, it was so bizarre. Like even a Video Easy, even a Blockbuster, mate. Who even uses that? No one.
Video Easy still does exist, but they have
A
like this
physical
little kiosk.
store. Yeah,
this
see, that's
little kiosk.
different.
They've
Yeah.
got what do you not even a kiosk, man. They've got
It's like this little
All right,
It's just
Rumaya,
like-
she got it right. Rumaya, great
yeah,
work.
That's the one. Yeah,
man.
Okay,
They used
she-
to have
he
massive
passes as a
Sanity
90s
stores.
kid, I guess.
Yeah, like I don't know. Okay, do you guys remember what your first CD that you bought was?
Ooh,
We used
Man,
to have
okay.
more VCR, like the cassettes.
Cassettes, okay. But
Yeah.
you never did. So you never did a.
We did have CDs, but it was only for like bootleg Indian movies.
I think
my
my first.
parents used to watch it.
I think my first
You go
cassette
buy
was Coco
groceries and they
Jumbo.
would give you 2 for free. It's like you spend like $30,
Yeah,
$40, and they're like,
they just chuck one in.
buy some, pick one.
And because my dad was friends with the guy, he'd just chuck it in, even if like my dad spent like $5. Like, oh, a new Shah Rukh Khan movie, just chuck in the bag.
Chucking in the bag. You see, my first cassette was Coco Jumbo because
I don't know.
a family friend actually gave it. They saw that I liked the song and then they got me the cassette single or whatever of Coco Jumbo, which is also a JoJo stand, which is hilarious also. So,
Is
there you go.
So when you say like what's your first CD or cassette, do you mean like
CD, like maybe like an album or like, something that you've bought.
yeah, I only had cassettes, man. When I think
Only
about
had
it.
cassettes. Let's
Like
think
we had CDs, but it wasn't like mine. Like I went and bought it. Like it'd be a family thing.
yeah.
Or
Yeah,
like
I
I
can't
never
find it.
asked my parents to buy me a CD unless like it was a game. But like
Mhm.
never actually had CDs.
I can't find it now, but mine was what is it? Prince's album from the Batman.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the 1990 Batman movie. That'd be
That's
a cool album, man.
Yeah.
I think like back in the days, maybe I asked people like, yeah, LimeWire.
LimeWire, man.
LimeWire was the shit, man.
Man.
Lizzie McGuire. Oh
Yeah.
man, don't get me started on Lizzie McGuire, bro.
Lizzie
She
McGuire.
was probably like my first Hollywood crush, and like she's actually still very good looking. Like if anything, she's like really good looking now, and I'm like, wow, like she's probably the only Disney star that actually survived. Like
Yeah,
post.
because she started living a normal life.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the
I think the
difference,
problem
man.
is a lot of Disney kids, obviously like kind of
Oh
like
man,
what?
Roses by Outkast is like one of my favorite
Ooh,
songs.
Roses.
Agron, you are a legend. Atlanteans is probably my favorite Outkast song, but
Oh, okay.
Roses go hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think what is it? Speaker Box and The Love Below. It's a great album. Highly recommend if people haven't listened to it.
I guess like I had a lot of cassettes growing
Music
up.
load up.
Mhm.
I think
Where's the light?
I'll accept cassettes.
I got-
I'll accept cassettes.
I got it. I did get a CD.
Mm.
It was a bootleg though, so sorry, government.
Government
Man,
in
I
Hollywood.
grew up.
I didn't download it, man. So that it was my cousin's husband. Shout out Farouk. He used to download movies for me and send it out to me. And yeah, I think we got Happy Feet on DVD. I don't know if
Ooh,
you guys
Happy
have
Feet,
seen
great
Happy Feet.
movie. Great
Yeah,
movie.
it was pretty good. And then my sister got Flushed Away, and I was sad because I actually ended up liking Flushed Away better. Flushed Away is a great movie, man.
I haven't watched it.
I don't think I
Can't
watched
say.
it either.
It's like about the rat, right?
He's like this.
Who's a chef? No, I'm joking.
No,
different
not that one. That's a different one. I think
That's
that one's.
Ratatouille. That's Ratatouille.
Yeah, I think that one's called Stuart Little.
Stuart Little? Yeah.
Um,
Actually, Stuart Little's such a bizarre movie if you think
It was
about
such
it.
a
Bro,
great movie, man. Like, I
people-
loved
It is a
people
great
hate-
movie.
I don't understand why people hate Stuart Little, like the actual character Stuart Little.
Oh, I think it's like a meme. That was the.
It's
it
a
was
meme, but
It's
then
why.
it's become a real thing. My sister hates Stuart Little. She wants to bash him.
Really?
And I'm like,
Why?
why?
It's
Like,
cute
why?
as.
He's an orphan, man. Like, she's like, oh,
I mean,
why? He's
it is a rat
Why
still.
why couldn't he be in a rat orphanage? I'm like, they don't exist, man.
Yeah, but rat orphans also don't exist. Just saying.
Fatima just brought up a blast from the past.
Oh, let's see who
Yeah,
remembers the clip at
yeah.
the start of every
Yeah.
movie. Oh yeah. You wouldn't.
federal-
You wouldn't
steal
download a car.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't steal a car.
I mean, I might.
If I could download a car, I'd download a car, mate.
Yeah, look, yeah, I mean that didn't stop anybody. And look, we're in an age where we're going to be able to 3D print stuff. I think in
Exactly.
America, there like somebody got in trouble by the by the FBI and stuff because they were
Bro, it's not
distributing
getting in
like
trouble in the US, mate.
well, yeah, no, but they were distributing like the ability to like 3D print like actual guns that you could use.
Yeah, I remember
So
seeing.
they'd be like single use, but it worked. So like what's to say that you can't download a car in the near future? Did you guys see that that the first like flying car? It's not really a car, but it was like
My dad was talking about it. He saw it on the news, but
it was.
I
It's
didn't
more
know
like a
it's-
personalized helicopter, but it's pretty cool, and I think it's like Japanese.
Is
if I'm
it
not
kind of like a
mistaken.
drone? Does it
Yeah,
have
Yeah,
a
it's
full-
kind of
it
like a
looks like a
drone.
drone,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's more like a drone than a car,
Yeah.
but like
They call it a
you let
car.
him have it. You let him have it. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Let him-
kind of like a car. I
let
want
him
that
have it.
flying
Starting
car.
point. It's a starting point, I guess. I don't
Mm.
think, but I don't see that concept really like becoming a thing in the future because the aviation controls and the rules would have to be completely
Yeah, like airspace
Yeah.
and that.
Mhm.
all of that would
Li-
have to be readjusted. and- yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I can see that happening, man. Like, why not? Like, if we're gonna be
Maybe
introducing
maybe
like,
with the Uber. Have you seen the Uber taxi? The aerial Uber
no, I
taxi.
haven't. What is it?
Yeah,
It's gonna be
I
it's-
heard about
yeah,
it.
it's gonna be trialed in Melbourne. Melbourne's one of the cities where the Uber.
Probably not
yeah,
anymore, but
I mean, yeah, we don't know anything anymore, man. Like,
What is it exactly?
it's just like a massive. It's pretty much that same thing that like that first.
it's
car.
just Uber's investing in like the development of that.
Yeah, and I think it will carry like 10 or 12 passengers.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of like they're making their own like public transport almost.
Almost,
it'll
but it's more of like
It'll
a
be more
testing.
like actual. Yeah, it'll be like what the Uber app is now, but
Yeah.
just for, if you want to fly in the air.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, flying in the air. Yeah, that's crazy.
and it would
But
land
like,
on
how
like,
would you?
helicopter.
Yeah.
So would it be like
pads.
people's own planes, and then people would be flying their own planes and
No, no,
flying
no,
their
no,
own?
No, it's like it's like how Uber works now. Like you know how you order an Uber, you get a car, and then you
Yeah, but like the people who are driving the Uber cars, like they obviously own their own cars. So
Oh,
is it
okay,
like,
that's what you mean.
do you get what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
the people who are flying the Uber planes or whatever, I forget what
Yeah.
it's called. Like, do they own their own planes?
I mean, I didn't think so because it'd be pretty expensive, man. Like I feel like it's Uber that owns them, and then they like hire drivers, maybe.
Mm. Okay, I mean,
Oh,
So in
well,
that sense,
somebody-
I guess it is like a bus service if it's like because they don't actually own the buses. So in
Yeah,
that sense,
it-
it kind of is.
Yeah, well, they technically don't own any of the cars people are driving either. Like that's my point, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Very interesting. I mean, again, that's what the whole like ride sharing service is, right? It's supposed
Yeah.
to be a decentralized way for people to kind of travel without needing to pay exorbitant amount of prices
Taxis, yeah.
for a taxi, right? And one that's negotiable in some aspect.
That's true.
The thing is, like, we're moving towards a direction where we have space travel, commercial space travel, right? And we can land the spaceships now. It wouldn't be that bizarre that if you wanted to travel from one country to another, you just take a rocket, right? And then if you wanted to travel domestically, you travel via your flying car, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, just hypothetical. I don't know. Would you guys get the? I don't know. I'd like to
I don't
travel
know, man.
one day by a rocket. It'd be dope.
That'd be
gonna
cool.
be-
I just want to go on that Weapon X. So not
Weapon
Weapon.
X.
Weapon
That's
X.
SpaceX.
You want
I
to
was
have
getting
adamantium put
Yeah, I was
in you,
thinking
man?
of freaking Wolverine, man.
I wouldn't
Uh,
mind that either, man.
Yeah, I
Is
would,
that your
man. That
picture?
looks painful, bro.
I mean, I'm already in
see
pain,
that-
bro.
When...
Damn. All right.
Damn.
Shit. We need to get you on that Weapon X project fast, then. Damn.
But like, yeah, with the Uber thing, it'd be pretty funny. I want to be pilot.
Oh,
And help
actually,
people.
just as a side note, because just to get it back to like all the albums and stuff, do you guys remember So Fresh? So Fresh?
Yeah,
Like how
it was
they'd be like
it was
a-
like a collection of 25.
Yeah,
like,
random ass
random ass
songs.
songs. Yeah, we had something like that in when we went to Bangladesh, like in I think 2002. Like my whole family, we went to Bangladesh for a visit, came back, bought like a whole bunch of like movies and CDs and that, and we had like one. It wasn't So Fresh, but it was like one of those like compilation.
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
like,
So something.
videos
Or,
and that.
Yeah.
And it had the most like random
Artists.
the most random songs. Like there were hits, but like
Mm.
they were just very random in the way they were sequenced and that. Like sometimes it'd be like a really sad song, and then sometimes it'd be like
Just
you know,
an upbeat banger.
yeah. And I remember Pop by NSYNC.
Mm.
So my sister used to watch this CD. She used to play it every Saturday morning. Like I'm not kidding. There wasn't a Saturday morning where she didn't wake up and just immediately play the CD. And she
Oh.
learned like the whole choreography for Pop by NSYNC.
Really?
It was the funniest shit ever.
I
Like
don't know if I've listened to Pop by NSYNC.
it's
I'll have to
funny,
look it
bro.
up.
Like
I'll have to look it
whenever I hear of NSYNC, I just think of freaking Saturday mornings watching NSYNC and my sister dancing to it. I just laugh my ass off. Like,
That's fantastic.
it's good shit. But yeah, I miss those things.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem, right? Like everything, ever since like people are moving over to a streaming service, like like Spotify or
Yeah.
what are there's like Pandora, Google Music, I think,
think
or is
it's
that
just
YouTube
it's
Music
just-
now?
YouTube Music, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Remi's
People
gotta
use
put that.
Spotify and Apple Music, anyways.
I'm saying Remi's gotta put that dance on TikTok now.
That's true. She has to. She has to
You
now.
gotta do it.
Nah, not on TikTok though. I did
Why not?
dance to Genie in the Bottle. I'm not ashamed of it.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Christina Aguilera is great in that song, and she's just
That is
very
true.
good
And
dancing.
it's a classic song. I will
It's a
admit
classic
it is.
song, yes. So at least I
Um,
own up to
To,
what I
to
actually.
what you do. How
Yeah.
many? Okay, so how many chicken nuggets do you have left? I need a chicken nugget count right now. How many chicken nuggets, mate?
I can't. I've just been
Show us
eating
the
them, man.
box,
I'm
Okay, yeah.
Still a
Cool.
few.
You're slowly making through it, going
Yeah,
through it. That's
Agron's
good.
Backstreet
asking.
Boys,
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Backstreet
NSYNC
Boys.
or Backstreet Boys? I think I gotta go NSYNC, right?
NSYNC.
Yeah.
What
Bro,
about Backstreet?
I don't know. I
It's
really
just
like
Justin
Girlfriend.
Timberlake, bro.
Like
Oh, yeah, that is
Girlfriend
a
is like an unironically really good song.
I like that one song. I can't remember what it's called.
By
but
Backstreet Boys.
It's got to be me. That's probably my favorite.
Oh, it's gotta be May.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, that was a great song. But like Backstreet Boys, bro, they went
Yeah,
hard,
like
man.
that's the thing. Like a lot of Backstreet Boys, like like what is it? Wait, Rock Your Body. Wait, what is it called? I don't know.
Yes, isn't
Backstreet
it?
Back.
Backstreet
Back.
Back.
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys are
Like-
back.
like-
yeah.
Like that song's good, but you like listen to it as like a meme, like or like when it comes
still-
on like
I
at a
still
party.
enjoy it.
And the clips are really good. I will admit, all the Backstreet's Back video clip is really cool because it's like
Yeah.
a Halloween
Haunted
themed.
house.
Yeah. And there's like another one where they're like in a spaceship or whatever. I forget which song that one
I
was,
just
but
know,
yeah.
I just know the video clips for I Want It That Way and
Mhm.
the Thingamabobs. It's gotta be me. No, not that one. That's NSYNC.
And so
Everybody.
everybody.
Backstreet's Back.
Okay.
I'm a mess, mate. Yeah.
Ah.
Jodeci or Boys to Men? Jodeci.
Ooh,
for me.
Jodeci. Yeah.
I think
Easy Jodeci.
us three have a soft spot for Jodeci.
Yeah. I mean, they're solid.
The chat's going off. I love you
Yes.
guys.
Sing,
I love
sing
you
the
guys.
entire lyrics, mate. That's
We
what I
want it
want.
that
Oh,
way.
excellent.
We want it that
yes.
way. We want it that way.
We want it that way. Yeah, I mean,
I
look,
didn't know Subic knew Backstreet Boys. Okay.
damn.
I think everyone's heard of them, even if you're really young.
But yeah, like that's the thing. Like, I think ultimately, I like that's the thing. I only listen to Girlfriend featuring Nelly because that's like a really good, like a solid song. But I can't say that I go out of my way to like listen to a Backstreet Boys song. Like that's my honest take around it. Maybe they're more
Fair enough.
skillful. Maybe
Fair
they're
enough.
more like skillful and they have like a
I feel like-
wider discography of
N-
stuff.
NSYNC are better dancers.
And they also have Justin Timberlake. He's the only one
Yeah.
who's kind of survived all that, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
he's-
true. But I feel like if the Backstreet Boys, like the blonde dude, I can't remember their name, but the blonde guy,
Aaron Carter.
Yeah, I feel like he could have made it solo because he had that fan base. Like he was
Yeah, but
that kind of main guy in
Mm.
Backstreet Boys.
Him and his brother. Like there's Aaron Carter and then there was like his brother or whatever. They were both kind of like Nick Carter, I think.
Yeah, I've heard of Nick Carter, yeah, but
Yeah,
I can't
like-
remember which one he is.
But that's the thing. They both didn't really kind of do much like after they, I don't know, got famous for a little bit. It was
Yeah.
back in the 90s where like, like any movie comes out, oh, you make a sequel straight away or something,
Yeah.
right? Then it's not
Fair.
necessarily it's not
Everyone just
necessarily
goes
good.
solo after.
Exactly. I mean, Justin Timberlake, and that's the thing. Justin Timberlake, was he on
He was
Disney
on
at
Disney,
all?
yeah, he
He
started from
was.
Disney.
Okay,
Him
so it's
and-
not
him
my
and-
imagination.
Him and Britney Spears did Disney together, like the morning shows.
Yeah, that's right. Also,
Yeah.
do you guys remember the song "Larger Than Life"? That's the song.
Yes.
That's the song
That's-
where they're in the.
yeah.
That's the one where they're in the spaceship.
That's a good track.
Yeah, it was stuck in my head. I'm like, what song is it? Yeah, it's that one. But yeah, like, but to go back to the Jodeci Boys to Men question, yeah, I mean Jodeci, like, it's undeniable.
Undeniable. Man, Devontae Swang, shit he could do on a beat. Untouchable.
good.
Untouchable.
Yes. Oh,
But Boys
also,
to Men are good, like,
yeah. Not to hate on Boys to Men, but I don't know. Yeah, Jodeci, they got great. See, this is why we need Sime. Like Sime would be laughing
yeah.
at this. Sime would be laughing at this.
He's probably
question, I
watching
reckon.
he's probably watching it. No, but he would agree that Jodeci are better than Boys to Men.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. That's why he'd be
Yeah.
laughing at the question. He's like, no chance, right? All right, you know what? I'm gonna I've got my Monopoly thing. I'm gonna
yeah,
check it out.
Let's
see.
do it. Let's do it.
All right, my first one is a chance, so that's a dud.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, you might win $1 million. You don't know.
Yeah. I got
I got a chance card
Pentonville.
too.
Pentonville.
I don't know if
I
you
don't
guys can see it. I got a chance card.
See, I only like the instant wins, mate.
Yeah,
don't give any.
everything else is just bullshit. I got 2 tunes.
I have Fine Street. Yeah.
Oh, I got an instant one. What did I get? What
Oh
did I
shit!
get?
You just went robotic, mate.
Oh, me?
Yeah, your voice just went robotic.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
Do you hear that too, someone?
No, I can hear yours. I can hear yours going a little static.
Oh, okay, maybe it's just me.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's you.
It does sound better now.
No. Reconnect to your headset.
Yeah, maybe disconnect, reconnect.
I feel like it's a cable issue.
Might be. Also, I got a.
Can you guys hear
5
me better now?
What'd you get?
Oh,
No.
you're still staticky. Maybe just disconnect. Maybe just
I have a
disconnect
feeling
and
it's your
reconnect.
headset.
My headset. No, my headset's fine, dude.
Maybe reconnect. You know the cable.
Yeah, the actual-
Reconnect it from the headset and
Guys,
connect it
look,
back
it's
again.
it's not a mind under matter show without a little bit of technical difficulties. What can
Yeah.
I say? This is the
How do I sound now?
you sound better.
Sound better.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it? The cable?
No, it was because like I connect my headphones to my mic.
Oh right.
Yeah, and so I think
Okay.
I just plugged my mic back in.
Yeah. How dare you call me a robot, mate? I'm not a robot. Beep beep.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Bing
I got
bong,
an
bing
instant.
bong.
I got an instant win.
What'd you get?
What you get?
Free hobby session. What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, I got one as $5 experience voucher. Like, what is that? What are they trying to do, man?
I think it's for, like, the
Trying to give away-
Experience.
How about
Right,
you
I
let
can't
me
experience-
experience $5 so I can get
Yeah,
a burger or
I'd
something?
like to experience happiness, maybe,
Yeah, what the
For
hell is this?
$5.
for $5.
All right, yeah, cool. And I got Marybone Station. Cool
Okay.
story.
I got Trafalgar. Yeah, I got
Trafalgar?
Yeah,
Ooh.
Trafalgar Square.
I got nothing, man. I just got that hobby session. That's it.
Damn, you see?
Hobby and
My-
chips.
McDonald's 0 out of 10, mate. Won't even give me a free burger
Yeah.
or some
They're
shit.
becoming stingy
Not
and
even-
stingier, man.
Not
Monopolies-
even Travis Scott can save them now.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, now they want me to download the app and put their chance card in the app. Yeah, all right, mate. I'll do it.
Remember-
I'll do it later.
I remember
Collect information.
I had a mate
Exactly.
who used to work at Macca's,
Mm.
and he would like take like a handfuls and just chuck them in his pocket, like of the little sticky things. And he
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gave me a whole bunch. I'm like, yo, like that's lit. I think for like a whole month, I didn't actually buy anything from Macca's. I was just using the
Really?
little
Nice.
instant wins. That was so good, man.
That's so good.
know,
Oh,
like
by the
some-
way,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I got my Macca's merch right here.
Oh,
Hey,
what the hell?
that's
I didn't even
dope.
notice. I got my Travis Scott merch here.
Hey, we're all in theme.
Yeah.
It's actually really funny. I don't know, because "I'm Loving It" was like actually a song by Justin Timberlake
Yeah,
that he made,
that's right.
but it's actually a really good song as well.
I don't remember the actual song.
You should have told me.
It's really good. I would recommend if you guys haven't heard "I'm Loving It" by if you can get around the. He doesn't mention McDonald's in the actual
Oh,
song,
okay,
but yeah,
yeah.
it's actually really good.
I heard
like
there was
it.
something like there was a jingle for McDonald's. It's not that one. It was a different one. it was-
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, that one.
No, it was something else. I can't remember exactly which one, but Pusha T wrote it. I'm like, why is Pusha T writing McDonald's songs, bro? It's so random.
Hey, if it sells, it sells. Oh yeah, actually another
That's
thing.
my
if
Big
you-
Mac, by the way.
Oh, your Big Mac. No, I finally got on the Big Mac.
Finally got it.
And by the way, if you guys like our content, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. It sounds very generic, but it's
Bing,
a
bang,
good
bong.
way to.
It's
Bing,
called
yeah,
Big
you have to
Bang
Bing.
bing bang
Around
bong. But it helps grow the show, especially if you like the
We're
stuff
trying to
we
reach
produce.
that 100 subs, so
Big
Yeah,
Jack,
100
that's right, man.
subs.
we need
So
that 100
cool.
subs so we can get.
We were on 50 and then someone unfollowed us, so I hope that,
Oh, we're on 48 now.
happening.
What is this? Damn.
I hope those 2 people that unfollowed are having a bad day.
No. Well,
Yeah.
the
I
thing is, look, we want you guys. If you like the content, you should follow us. Don't force yourself.
No, yeah, follow our content, even if you don't like part of being
You don't get a
nice.
choice. You don't get a choice.
Bing bang bong.
If you're
Bing,
in the-
bang, bro.
If you're in this chat and you're not following us, man, there's something wrong.
Nah, I feel like everyone in this chat is a real one. Thank you guys.
Yeah, we do really appreciate everybody following
Tuning
us.
in, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and letting us know what's on your mind and stuff.
I
Another
think
thing.
Sahal meant it was Samir after last week. Yeah. I'd understand if you unfollowed us. You got freaking scorched.
Now, did you guys hear about the leaks for the new Xbox?
Well,
Yeah,
are you talking about?
the
the-
prices came out today.
Are you talking
Well, no,
about
the-
the
it got
One
leaked-
S or are you talking about Series
Both,
X?
both,
Both.
both
S
of the
and
prices
X.
are out.
Oh, right. I know the Series S is.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
wait, so that was
yeah, so it was leaked. Yeah, because they had to they had to they had to
Yeah.
reveal how much everything costs because it got
Isn't it
leaked. So
750?
I saw it
I
on-
don't know how much it would translate to
No,
Australian,
Australian,
but
it's around
I'm assuming
700,
yeah, I'm assuming it'd be
799, I
that.
think.
Yeah, because
799.
so the website Thurrott, they leaked a picture of the Xbox Series S. Sorry, it's getting really hard to remember all these like code names and stuff. I think it was previously known as Project Lockhart,
Right.
and it's
What was,
$299 USD. So it's pretty cheap, all things considering, to kind of get into the
especially with
next
all the
generation.
hardware, especially with all the hardware that the X has.
Well, yeah, but the thing
To
is,
be
I think
honest,
it.
I had a look at the Series S, which is the cheaper variant, and I
Mhm.
honestly think that that's a pretty good one for a casual gamer. You don't have to go
Yeah,
all the way,
definitely.
and it does 1440p gaming. And to be honest, man, I've got a 4K monitor and I've got a 1440p monitor, and I game on my 1440p monitor because, you just get better performance. It's they're more economical to purchase, so most people don't even have a 4K TV in their room.
Oh, definitely no.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not a like a world standard. Like most people don't have a 4K. Maybe they have like a HD TV.
Do you think it's
and-
going to become a requirement?
in the near future,
No, maybe
I
in the
would say,
future, but
uh,
not now.
I think I wouldn't even give it that long, man. Maybe in 1 or 2 years, 4K will be the norm. And to be honest, if you really look around in the whole like TVs and also monitor, in terms of sales, 1440p with the high refresh rate is becoming increasingly common. And their prices are dropping significantly. So I think 1440p will be the next norm in computer gaming,
Yeah,
especially
in
with
computer gaming, yeah,
with
I
the
can definitely see
3000
that being the case.
with the 3000 series. And as far as
Oh yeah,
yep, the good stuff. And as far as consoles are concerned, everything that comes out from now on will be 1440p minimum. So I think 1440p will become the standard.
the
The only
standard.
problem is there are no TVs in 1440p. So it's
Yeah,
either
it is weird,
It's
isn't
only
it? Like
it's only what, like 1080 and then 4K, and that's
4K.
it.
Yep.
yeah,
And
it just kind of there's like a
Just
big
jumps.
dramatic jump when it comes to
Yeah.
gaming on console, at least, to be
Yep.
like that. Like on PC, it's like you kind of have to be a lot more kind of flexible because everybody's like architecture is different. People are making their own rigs, so it's like, oh, you have to watch, like, you want to play a game at like some weird aspect ratio. Yeah,
Ratio,
sure.
yeah,
You
yeah.
have to account for it, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys think
Um,
Oh wait, go ahead.
No. Well, I was just gonna say that it's going to be interesting to see because the Xbox Series X is going to be costing $499, and
Yep.
that's obviously USD,
Yeah.
and that's pretty competitive too. And the thing is, now that they've released it, it's all about seeing how much Sony is going to be pricing their
That's what I was
console
going to
at.
ask as well.
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
they
yep.
just. I think that's gonna be. I think Sony was waiting for Xbox to release.
Microsoft, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
They were
they-
both playing chicken.
Yeah, they were, I think we had a chat about this. They were playing chicken when it comes
Yes,
to
yeah. They're
And,
each seeing like who's going to release first, and then they're going to release their
Yeah.
number. But
It's
the
always a
thing is,
$50 difference between the
Do,
two.
do you think PlayStation's going to release their prices like now or like in the next?
I think
They're gonna be
I think
releasing
in
it
a
soon.
month. In
Yeah.
within a month, they will release the price
'Cause-
because they will have their trade-in specials, which I'm gonna try to cash in on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
everyone should try, man. Like,
Because that's
Because
the
I've
thing.
got the
'cause-
PS4 Pro, so I want to get rid of that.
Oh,
and get
okay,
a-
yeah.
and get a good deal. And I know EB
Deal
will
for it.
probably do the better one.
like EB Games will probably give you like $10 off.
No,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Last time, because I've got the level 3 card.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, you get the extra trade
Yeah.
value. But
Okay.
I heard something about like EB Games and JB. They don't do tradings anymore.
They
They don't do
don't?
CD trading. When it comes to
Oh.
console.
Oh,
you
and
know, yeah.
okay, yeah.
In fact,
Oh, okay.
how much can I get for a PS3?
$5
You might have to pay money for EB
Yeah, I
Games to
know.
take your PS3.
Yeah.
$40, man. I think you're reaching for 40, man.
If they're desperate, but I don't think.
I don't know
so.
what they're gonna do with that.
Yeah.
PS3.
I don't
Oh,
think
ma-
anyone's
okay,
buying a
well,
PS2, mate.
Maybe
for
if it was like
nostalgia.
the original PS3s, you know, the ones that could emulate like PS2 games.
Oh
like,
yeah,
those ones would be
backwards
worth a lot
compatibility.
if you had like one of those. But other than that, like,
Or if
yeah,
someone
I
was
mean,
trying to cash in on the nostalgia.
It's
yeah,
only like gaming enthusiasts that like really go after old consoles. But even then, like I think most gaming enthusiasts would have a PS3.
I mean, if you're a gaming enthusiast, you need to go to Japan because they still have like Nintendo 64s and like PlayStation
That
and
stuff
stuff
is
that you
still,
can still
yeah,
purchase.
it's
It's
Yeah.
still
still a
there,
thing,
you
yeah.
know. And they're
I'm
like
trying
what
to find. There's
four
actually a
different
deal.
console cycles in, right? Um,
Exactly.
you see, the thing is, like, I'm pretty sure the price of $4.99 for the Xbox Series X is significantly undercutting like how much the actual value of the console is. So Microsoft is taking a big hit by selling it at such a low price,
So
and I think,
to
yeah,
give,
yeah, sorry, go.
so just to give you guys an update.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 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 uh. So in Australia, the
Yeah.
Xbox Series X will be sold for $399.
Oh,
Series
And
S?
a Series
X.
S, yeah.
Oh, X.
Yeah.
X for $399.
Because one X,
$399.
because Series
S,
X,
S, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, S, yeah.
yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what. No, wait.
Yeah,
So
because I kind of
so
see.
I
Xbox,
was
yeah. So Series X will cost you that much only when you trade in your One X.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
That makes
sure.
sense, yeah.
I mean,
Without
still a
pretty good
without
deal,
that,
yeah.
it's $749
Yeah,
at
that
EB
makes sense.
Games.
Yeah.
With Series S,
Yeah.
that is being priced at $299, which is absolutely ridiculous.
with a trade
Huh? Well, let me
after
have a
you
look.
trade in
Let
after
me
you
have a
It's
trade
only
in your
like
Xbox One.
it's only $100 difference.
I think I'm going on their website.
Yeah, because I was going to say that seems like a bit of a rip. If like,
So
oh yeah,
okay, I'll read out the deal because I think
Yeah, yeah,
it was
sure,
worded
sure.
a bit yeah.
classic
strangely.
EB games, mate.
Yeah. So this is without the trading cards. Sorry, not
Mhm.
trading
Yeah,
cards.
yeah.
The
Trading,
trading.
buying it outright.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you buy it outright, the Series X will cost you, which is the higher end model, will cost you $749. If you
$749.
if you're an Xbox One X owner, I hate how their naming works.
Yeah,
It's
I know,
absolutely
'cause
all
I-
over the place.
Yeah.
Xbox One X, if you trade that in, you will have to pay $399 out of your pocket.
Is the One X
Okay.
The one that yeah,
is
the
the
very
highest
latest,
the one
the
that
most latest-
updated
yeah,
version
the-
of the
the
One
Yasin-
X.
the one that I think Simon got for
Yeah, because I
Yasin.
was confused because he already had an Xbox and then he got another one.
Yeah,
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 because the
because
One
it's
X.
like the slightly. It's kind of like the Xbox Pro, right?
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah, but then
PS4
they
Pro
look
or whatever.
exactly the same to me. Like,
They might look the same, but I think.
I think they're very different in physicality as well, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
then
I don't
fair
know.
enough.
I don't.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a
Yeah,
PC. I'm a PC gamer, mate. I don't.
I'm
I don't deal with
PlayStation
console
Game
peasants
Miner.
anymore.
And then this is now this is the I think this is a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go for the lower end new Xbox, which is the Series S, you could get that for $499 without any trade in.
Okay.
Or you can get it for $299 if you have the cheaper variant of the current Xbox, which is Xbox
Xbox
One
X.
S. It's so they have the X and then they have
Yep.
the S.
The S.
yeah,
so-
that's the new
yeah.
gen. Yeah,
No, $499 Australian.
AUD, yeah.
Australian.
Yep.
Ooh,
Oh, I'm talking
okay.
about EB
Still trying to get
Games.
still
EB
trying to
game.
get my head around.
Yeah, I'm still
I
trying
mean,
to get. So wait. So okay.
I
Okay.
didn't
So,
really
so
care because
okay. So let's say
but-
okay. X. So Summer, tell me, right? So tell me this price. After I trade in a Xbox One X,
Yep.
how much does an S cost, and how much does an X cost?
So I think what they're doing is I think they're almost going like for like. So they don't have any cross matching. What they're trying to do is that if you're giving in an X, the current X model,
Yeah.
you can their deal is only valid for the Series X. So the
Oh, so not for the S.
not for the S.
Okay.
Yeah, I
and,
think-
and do you know why that's the case? I reckon
Uh,
because if you look at the specs of the Series S, it's only slightly
slightly different
like
to
more
the
powerful
yeah,
than the
the current one.
Xbox
Yeah.
Yep.
One X, right? And
Yeah.
so I think it makes a lot of sense. But and that's the reason why I was saying like if people can get into the next generation of gaming through an S, that's like a pretty good thing for
It's a good place to
Microsoft
start,
because
yeah.
they've obviously fell behind this console generation, and one way to get people into the kind of Microsoft ecosystem is providing a competitive alternative for people to be like, hey, you know what? I want to play a game and I want to play, I don't know, Halo or whatever it may be. How much is it going to cost me? like 300-400 bucks, sweet. And what, it doesn't have a disc drive, and I think you can buy the Xbox Game Live Pass, which by the way, recently Microsoft said that for free the Game Pass will come with EA Play, which is like EA's catalog of games. So you get that for free if you get Game Pass. So that's something that they're obviously compensating by paying, like, you know, whatever deal, like, hey, EA will give you like $10 billion.
I wouldn't pay for an EA game.
I mean, neither. I would never.
Even the new Assassin's Creed game. Oh no, they don't do Assassin's Creed. That's Ubisoft.
That's Ubisoft.
EA,
So-
they do FIFA. What else? What games do they have?
So-
yeah, they've got all the
from what I
sports.
understand,
Far Cry and that.
yeah,
Star Wars, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
From what I understand, I think you can make some upgrades to your Series X in terms of, like, you know, the ports they have on the back. I feel like you're able to do a little bit more. Because they are making it. Because have you seen how people were like assembling it? So they done it very differently this time around. They got a lot of YouTubers who are in the whole tech industry to assemble the Series X. So they gave them the parts, and then they gave there was, you know, a representative from Microsoft who was telling them how the thing is assembled. It's almost like, you know, it gives you that feeling of assembling an actual
PC.
tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, and it pretty much, like, of course, like, everything is custom built, and you know the motherboard and all the I/O is already like being provided in a box. So
You're just putting it together.
it's almost like, you know, it's almost like a Lego set.
I mean, it's like, you know, all the parts already bought for you. You just
Putting it together. Yeah,
together.
it's like IKEA. It's like
yeah, because I know, like, you know, even though I'm more of like a PlayStation gamer, like the idea of building my own PC is like it's something that I feel like a lot of gamers would enjoy.
It's a fun process, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sometimes,
But it can also be daunting. You know, I know I was pretty scared at the concept of like building my own computer, right? But once you kind of do it, and like, I don't know, I grew up like with Legos and stuff, right? So for me, it's like, oh yeah, like put this thing in the thing. You know,
man, I was sweating
wiring.
buckets the first time I built my first tower that I built. I was so scared, man, because you can. I've got carpet all over, like, throughout my whole house.
Oh
so,
yeah.
So you have to.
yeah.
So
You have to be
the
careful.
static-
That's why you have to get the what is it?
the risk, the
Yeah,
neutralizer.
there's like a neutralizer, whatever it's called. Also, Sabik in the chat said, "Adam, take me to Japan." Hey, you know what? I'm
Come through,
like, you know, after Corona and stuff, I do want to travel.
you
You
can
know,
come join
even
us
though
on
we're going to be
this,
stuck in Australia for like another year or whatever it's going to be, right? Like with
Bro,
travel.
Sabik can't even leave his front door, mate. Why is he trying to get us to go to Japan?
But yeah, like with all that, like it'd be interesting to see if this is going to be a way that Microsoft might come back into the kind of console generation, where they're just going to go, hey, here's a really cheap console, and then here's a bunch of games that you have easy access to because of their Game Pass, which every single person I've talked to about Game Pass have said it's really good. It's really good to just like play a game, like kind of how like you guys have been playing Fall Guys through what is it, the PlayStation Now, right? And I'm pretty sure that game's like made a ton. Like I think I remember reading somewhere that it made more money than
Last of Us 2,
Last of Us 2, which is hilarious, right? Imagine spending like 5 years of your life making a trash game and then being beat by like 5 people in an indie studio. That game was made in 6 months. Can you believe it?
But Fall Guys needs a lot of work, man. They need a lot.
But I mean,
of work.
it's only season 1, and like, I mean, it's kind of shit. Like, I understand where the game industry is, because, like, you know, there's a whole.
I feel like it's also hard to compare it
and
with
this and
something
that.
like it's. I don't think it's quite fair to compare it with something like The Last of Us, because they're very different games.
They are, no, definitely. But I think
I'm just taking the piss because I'm just taking the piss because who cares? Who cares
Last
about
of Us is a
Last of Us,
beautiful
mate?
game, man. It's a beautiful game, but yeah,
I
I wish.
couldn't be staffed, man.
Yeah, I know.
So with that, actually, did you guys see like a bunch of Ubisoft games got announced as well?
They're doing Prince of Persia.
Prince of Persia, yeah,
Remaster.
buddy. Yeah. So it's a remake of
But
the
it looks
first game.
like a remake.
Remaster. They said, okay, yeah, I think it's a remaster, but they call it remake.
Well, they're
It seems
wrong.
to Yeah, it seems to be like this.
Unless
thing
they
that
added like new missions or some shit.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's how the new kind of thing is like Final Fantasy VII remake, right? But
Yeah.
but
But
it's
like the Final Fantasy VII is actually a remake though.
yeah, but it's weird. It's like people kind of thought but it's more like a reboot in a way, technically,
Yeah, I
if you know
guess
if you know enough about the game. But yeah, like I don't know
What
if you
about
guys grew up playing
what about?
Prince of Persia, but I
I
love that
did,
game.
man. I loved the game. What about the movie? What did you guys think of?
I actually didn't
I
mind the
actually didn't
movie,
think it
man.
was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake
Um,
Gyllenhaal does a great job.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, look, to be fair, like, yeah, it is pretty cringe, and yeah, like, what is it, video game movies are bad, like, that trope,
That was
right? But
better than the Assassin's Creed movie.
Oh
yeah,
man,
it's better
that
than that.
was
It's better than what
was
is the
cancerous,
Hitman
man.
movie? Have you guys seen the Hitman
Yeah,
movie?
Nah,
That was
yeah.
I haven't
bad.
seen
that
it.
was pretty
Um,
bad as well.
I think the only good, the only
Tomb
game,
Raider,
the
I
only
guess,
movie.
like it's the half decent one, I guess, out of all of them.
Which
I
one?
heard
Which one?
Tomb Raider, the original.
Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Nah, that
With
was
Angelina.
the original ones. The new
Yeah,
one's
yeah.
bad.
No,
I don't
no,
like
the
the
new
new
one's
one.
terrible, man.
I heard,
But
I
Sonic
heard
movie,
Warcraft.
technically a video game
yeah.
movie, and that technically is better than all the ones we've mentioned so far.
I heard Warcraft is alright. The Warcraft.
I heard it wasn't that good, because
I
it's
mean, I
like
don't know the law, so I'm not too
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
if
I'm
I
not
really.
too-
yeah, you see,
into
because it's set
Warcraft.
around the first game, and most people are
Very fond.
most people know like Warcraft based on like the third game and World of Warcraft.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like
Right.
yeah, so yeah, it's like I get why they did
It's
it like
early
that, but
days.
it didn't do well, and then it only did well in like China, right? And
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, back then like everything could do well in China. There's also a game called Ubisoft announced it as Gods and Monsters, but now it's got the
Yeah,
official
I
name
heard
of
about it.
Immortal Phoenix Rising, and
Just
so
looks like their version of Breath of the Wild.
yes, so it's like Assassin's Creed and Breath of the Wild with like a Greek, ancient Greek
Yeah.
kind of spice to it.
Okay.
I don't know, it
Um,
sounds good on paper, but like looking at the trailer and the gameplay, it didn't look that good.
Yeah, I mean, I think the game is still in development, so we'll see
Yeah,
like
fair
maybe
enough.
down the line if it's any good. But I like the kind of unique take, and I did like that they took a lot of the mechanics from Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild has some very very
Oh yeah, definitely.
good open world mechanics that I really enjoy playing. I really need to finish that game. I'm up to the
Yeah, I
last
know.
boss and I'm putting it off. Damn it.
One
I
one of my
haven't
close friends
played
trying to
it.
get me onto downloading Zelda. Because
Oh, yeah? Which
massive,
one?
The first one. Because there's a 4K.
the original.
Yeah, the original
Oh,
Zelda.
okay.
Okay.
You can also download this texture pack that renders it up to 4K.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Apparently, you only pay like $1 for it, and you can install the texture pack, and it just bumps it up, and you can play the game
Okay.
on your PC. Yeah,
Interesting.
That's interesting. So just
That's-
like a fan made mod, is it?
it's like it's a fan made mod. And
Okay.
you download that, and of course the game
I
was so
know-
old.
Yeah. Okay, that's really interesting because
yeah.
I know that like on the Nintendo Switch they released a Legend of Zelda like 3D remake kind of game that looked pretty good too. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that they're doing there. And I am also interested in playing the Prince of Persia remake because I've got it on my Steam. But it's
yeah.
been a while since I've played him. So it'd be interesting to see if
You know,
Man,
they do
that brings
anything
back
new.
some
you know
memories,
what
man.
game deserves like a reboot or like a part two, like a new game in the series?
What
The Splinter Cell series. Man.
Mm.
I was.
they've been
used to
trying. I
really
think they've
like
been
it.
trying, but they're just all really bad. There's like a
They've
Splinter
lost-
Cell.
No, I've heard like it was only like maybe the last two that were kind of like off topic or like kind of off brand for the series because it is a stealth action game,
Mm.
but they kind of just didn't have the stealth elements. And
Mm.
you know, according
That's pretty
to
much what
like,
happened with Ghost Recon as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but even like you know within the context of Splinter Cell, like
Mm.
the gameplay that they had for some of the games which are like more action packed more than stealth action.
Mhm.
It fit the tone of the story for that game. So like that's why I didn't really mind. Like if the gameplay matches the tone of the game, I don't think that should be a big problem. I know it's different to what people are used to when they play Splinter Cell, but like it adds like a new element to it, and I didn't mind it.
Would
Yeah,
you say
there
the
was,
same
like-
thing happened with Metal Gear Solid 5? I feel like it became a bit too action packed.
I can't say because I haven't played it.
You see, I blame Konami for what they did
But
to.
it's because they messed
Yeah.
up.
Well, yeah, because they just know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because essentially they're just like, oh, Kojima, please, do this,
Kojima-san.
and Kojima's like, I wanted to make my last game 2 games ago, and you guys keep bringing me back, And to be
Yeah,
fair, he
and
makes
then-
great games. I really should play all this.
Except Death Stranding.
Yeah,
Delivery,
hey, you know what?
FedEx.
Look,
Yeah.
to be fair, he ended up being like some kind of Nostradamus with that game, because look, it's all about connecting with people from
Yeah, I
far away,
guess.
and that's
Yeah.
currently what everybody's
What's
kind of
He
dealing with
he
at the
predicted
moment,
shit,
right?
man.
You can't breathe
Kojima is-
outside.
You can't breathe
Kojima-
outside.
Kojima is the reason why Corona exists.
Yeah,
That's it.
he was
And
predicting Corona.
I should play the original kind of Metal Gear games. Everybody who's told me about it, I might have to play it on an emulator or something.
I've played the old ones.
Man,
but-
I do not understand that story. It is the most.
you see,
yeah,
I think
it is the
I think
most
as
complex thing.
Yeah,
It's got time travel and clones and
It's got what is it like Big Daddy?
Big Daddy,
Snake, you got
Big
Snake,
Boss,
you got Snake Daddy, you got Big Daddy.
Snake, Big Daddy. I like Big Daddy. Yeah. You got Big Daddy in it. Big Daddy. I remember that was like a cheat in Age of Empires. I don't know if you guys ever played the Age of
No.
Empires.
I've
game.
played Age of Empires, but I never.
Razak
knew
used to
the
like
games
Age of
'cause
Empires.
I was too
Oh,
young.
it's so good. I loved it. I got I got into Age of Empires because there was like a free game that came in like Nutrigrain. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
yes.
the
right.
CD.
Yeah,
Back-
yeah.
back
And so I
when,
was
like,
like,
Back in the days, yeah.
Cereal boxes had like game CDs.
and I still have that
CD.
CD. It's such a good game. And yeah, one of the cheats is like Big Daddy, and you summon like a car with rocket launcher, and you just like mow down like all the ancient like warriors and stuff with it. The other
That's
thing,
crazy.
so the other thing I wanted to mention was the Dune trailer.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch it, Dune?
Oh, the Dune.
Dune, yeah,
Was it?
Dune.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
I watched it. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
it looks so good, but
I-
I've been
the
reading the
cast-
books. I've
the
been
cast
avoiding
is
it.
crazy,
Cinematography,
man.
yeah.
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 The cast is crazy. Like, I mean, anything with Jason Momoa, I will watch.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's got Josh Brolin. It's got some big big
Josh
players,
Brolin,
man.
Oscar
Huge.
Isaac,
Oscar Isaac as well. Yeah.
that Timothy Chalamet guy.
Yeah.
I don't really know him that well, but I just know like every chick.
Every
first
girl's
over
like
him.
crazy. Yeah.
About
about
him, yeah.
I don't know
Right,
if he's 15 years old or or if he's
Or if he's
legal
40.
age. Yeah. He just looks kind of in the middle.
Yes, in the middle, but
And we've got the Nihal's favorite actress.
Which actress?
You know who I'm talking about.
who?
Who's your favorite actress? She's in the movie, man.
I actually don't know
Are you
what your
talking
favorite
about-
actress is.
Zendaya, because she's not my favorite.
She is your favorite.
Not my
Is Zendaya
favorite.
in it?
Yeah,
Really?
Zendaya's in
Yeah,
it,
she's
yeah.
in it.
Oh.
Yeah, she's in the
Yeah, they got
trailer.
everyone.
She's
He's
not my
the-
favorite, man.
You fucking love
Oh, okay, yeah, because you don't like her. Is that the reason?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
do you hate
I
Zendaya?
heard- I heard
Why do you
Mia
hate
Khalifa's
Zendaya,
in
mate?
this movie as well.
That's it. But the
I don't
original
hate her, but I just think she's overrated. Like,
overrated.
guys are like-
I think so too.
Zendaya-
I don't like her
is-
acting, man. Like it's okay, but it's nothing special. People are like, oh,
I just don't
Zendaya.
like that she was Mary Jane, and
Yeah,
she doesn't have
I-
any of the personality of Mary Jane at all. They're just
Yeah.
like,
It's not
Why
because
not?
she's not white. It's because she's.
Well, I
she
mean,
just doesn't fit
I
the
mean, that's part of
profile.
it. I'm not a big fan of like race
Oh,
swapping
okay. I
characters
don't-
for no
I
reason.
don't mind that if they do it well.
Well, they didn't do it well. It's
Yeah.
just it's just like a checklist, mate. I don't know if you guys heard about how the what is it? The
Tokyo.
Academy Awards. The Academy Awards have put up like a new standard to be in the
Considered.
running for
Yeah.
the Academy. Like to win an award, you have to like fulfill like a minimum quota of like representation.
Wow.
Yeah, diversity, representation. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like I think there's like 4 standards.
Look,
And one is
The
like
problem that I have with that is, people end up getting selected just because they fit the
Their race.
criteria of their
I
race.
mean,
Correct.
that's what happened with
And
John
then-
Boyega.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
they get
John
sidelined.
Boyega.
And then they get sidelined. That's the worst part.
yeah,
Yeah.
because the thing is like okay,
they
so
don't know
in
what
order
to do with them. Like
Yeah.
'Cause you-
directors don't know what to do with these actors.
well, but it's not that they don't know what to do. It's just like they use them as like dressing, right? They don't use it as
Yeah.
like something that you actually invest in
yeah.
and care about or write properly. And that's what I hate. Every time I see like they put in like and they do the same for like when they gender swap or race swap someone, it's usually just very superficial. It's not like, oh, we're going to actually build a really
Utilize this
in-depth
person, yeah.
character that you'll care about.
And then you can turn around and say, hey, like I actually didn't mind, a different person from a different race to play this character because they
Yeah.
actually killed it.
They
It's
killed
And I
them.
mean, look at Will Smith, for example, as Deadshot. He just played as Will Smith, mate.
Yeah.
He's
That wasn't
nothing
it.
like the Deadshot
Sure.
in the.
I think that's also because like the director didn't really understand because every character apart from Harley Quinn, like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn was really good casting
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
But like I don't think it's I think the director didn't understand the characters.
Yeah, but
as
that's
well
still a
as-
choice, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the thing.
I
It's still a
guess so.
choice that they made it, and it's usually lazy. And that's the thing with so there's four different avenues where you can have like uh, a kind of diversity among your like cast, right? Like the first is an on-screen actor, lead or supporting character has to be Asian, Hispanic, Black, Indigenous, Native American, Middle Eastern, Hawaiian, or other Pacific Islander, or an underrepresented race or ethnicity.
What about
Or
South
has to
Asian,
be-
man? Why do we get fucking
I
sidelined
think
all
that-
the time?
I think
but
that's
it's the same.
under
But it's
Asian.
sorry. Yeah. I think
Maybe
we
that's
I
under
think we
Asian,
fall
yeah.
under like Asian and I guess like Middle Eastern in a way. Like
Hiba asked, "What do you guys think about having a hijabi Disney princess, or is that too drag?" I mean, like,
a
look,
hijabi, like as
Yeah.
in wearing a
yeah,
hijab.
because I did see things about that on Twitter. My thing is like anything Western culture kind of takes up like with the hijab and everything. It's always
don't do it.
this girl, she's very oppressed, and her parents forced her to do this and that, and they keep
She
her in
wants
a
to take it off.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then she wants to take it off and go on this liberation path. And it's like, okay, that could be a reality, you know. But then also like that's not the only thing. There are some people who choose to wear the hijab and they actually like it. It's not by force. It's not because someone told them they have to. It's because they wanted to, you know. But Hollywood's never going to accept that. You know, it's always a liberation story.
But I
mean,
think
one of
also
the-
at the same time, I think there's a lot of like people who also kind of wouldn't believe a version of or like somebody who's like or like there's
The
it's like it
thing
goes
is-
both ways. Is
The
that's
thing
what
is,
I'm
if
saying?
if you're gonna make a Disney princess who's a hijabi, you're gonna have to literally get. You can only have Muslims writing the script because only they understand what the story is like, and then for that to be approved by Disney's board of directors and all that, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but look at this. The other problem will be that well then they're going to do something that is incorrect. Like even these board of like Muslim approval people are going to do something wrong, and then
people can still get behind that. I think people have a serious problem.
look at Mulan. Mulan is a great example of like a movie by committee that had to be like approved by the Chinese government, and now the Chinese government want nothing to do with the movie. So just imagine if like they do something like this, it's just going to fail. Like because again they're just writing off tick boxes rather than actually making a good film.
There
And-
was some good points made in the chat.
Oh yeah. I like
So
good points.
Hiba said, if you guys watched Elite, the Spanish show, the girl took off her scarf in that as well. So in the show, I'm pretty sure Elite is about like a bunch of high school students, and then there's like a Muslim girl in that, and it's about her taking off the hijab, and then she was like,
She was free.
she was freedom, and then like Ramaya brought up a point which I was going to bring up as well. Is there was this show that got cancelled by Netflix recently.
Oh yeah, cuties. Is
Yeah.
that the one. Yeah.
Yeah, so bad.
Yeah,
But,
it's degenerate.
Yeah, if you guys don't know about it, it's a
Is that
girl.
the young girl?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
it's-
11-year-old dance competition girls, but then they do like twerking as well, and then like
Yeah,
That's
they're
it's a
like
French-
11 years
French
old.
show. Yeah, they're actually like 11 years old, and then
What were they
the
thinking?
main
man?
character is like an African Muslim girl,
Right.
and
Yeah, who
you know, it's
rebels
about-
against her family or something.
Yeah,
and
because she
becomes
wants to
a-
join this twerking competition, but family's Muslim, so they're not gonna let it. So I was like,
Oh no, but you see,
I don't
the
know who
problem-
would even green light that and think.
Yeah,
that was
you know
a
what?
good
The
idea.
French did.
Ah, yeah,
That's why,
that's
because
true,
it's a
yeah,
French
that
one. It's a
makes
French
sense.
film, and then people talk about it won like a Sundown. I don't know what's
Did
that.
it
indie-
actually?
Yeah, well, I think it's like Sundown Festival, right? Sundance. So it won an award, Sundance Festival. It won like an award, and it's like, yeah, well, I'm pretty sure like one of the co-founders of the Sundance Festival was arrested for like child sex charges or
Of course.
something like that. So
Of course,
big
Yeah.
fucking surprise that they
Yeah.
also just like
And
sorry
young
guys,
girls
but it's just
twerking, yeah.
yeah, like it's just it's absolutely
Coincidence?
degenerate.
I think not.
Yeah.
I think not exactly.
Like
but
I swear, like any French movie that's kind of out of the norm, the Sundance Film Festivals and like I think there's one like it's like CANNES. I can't pronounce. I don't want to
Mhm.
pronounce it because
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like an idiot. But it is a French film festival. So anything like
Cannes,
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 right?
yeah, Cannes,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is
I
Cannes,
don't want to, yeah.
That's where-
didn't wanna-
Cannes.
Yeah, Cannes. Yeah. I didn't want to get it wrong. But there's so many movies that like they just like do it. They just do shit that's out of the norm, and then like they just win
It's
Hold on.
contemporary, mate. It's contemporary. It's postmodern.
Yeah, okay,
Jeez.
okay. Don't give me that shit.
Well, that's what they're gonna say. That's what they're gonna
I mean,
say.
that's what they are going to say. I mean, there was a French movie where I think I told you guys about. It's like this girl. I mean, this is a really brief overview, but she's like cannibalistic and shit. Did I tell you about
sure.
it? Like she's like vegan, and then she enters a school for veterinary services.
She's
and-
vegan.
She
and
becomes
she's-
a cannibal.
bro.
Yeah. So no, she starts off as vegan, and her family is saying like, oh, you know, like, you're not allowed to eat meat, this and that. So she's like grown up like that, and then she enters like this school. It's like a really prestigious school for like veterinary sciences and that. And then like I think there's a hazing ritual for like the freshmen, so they have to eat like a rabbit liver.
Oh, and then she gets like a taste for meat, and then
Yeah,
wants
and
to
then she
eat
gets
people.
a taste for meat. Yeah, and then she's like eating, like one point she was eating like raw meat out of the fridge and shit. It was crazy. And then there's one time like her sister cut off her finger, and then like she just like ate the finger or some shit. It was
Okay,
crazy.
this movie sounds really weird.
And then she started going around like eating random people, like actually eating people.
And it won a Cannes Film Festival.
It
thing?
won, yeah, it won a lot of awards.
French are weird.
Because
French are
of-
weird. I mean, maybe it's a good film. I don't know. I won't
Representing
knock it till I
Uh,
see it. But like my kind of problem with like this new kind of standard that like the Academy Awards are putting is that it actually like ironically like restricts creative freedom, because now you have to like someone said, like, oh well, now we're going to be looking for like minority roles and like forcing them into these positions when they
It's a
might not
hard
even have anything. Sorry.
It's a hard spot to be in, because it's like, you know, at one point everyone's talking about representation. Like you look at people on Twitter and they're like, oh, where's representation for this and that? And then, you know, when people like directors do put in representation, they're like, oh, you know, why didn't you?
It's not good enough. Yeah.
Why didn't
It's
you do-
goalpost moving. Yeah, I think it's lazy.
And I feel like-
Ultimately, like when it comes to stuff like this, I think it hurts because, for example, I think 1917, and I think what was that other war movie that came out? Dunkirk, right?
Yeah.
Like both of those movies would probably be disqualified under these new standards because they don't have
They don't have
like
representation.
they don't have but it's like, what we're gonna just force like Asian people in like, you know,
the U.S. military.
into
at
the
that
US military.
time
I mean,
period,
yeah, like that's the thing. Like I think it does more to harm movie production. And
I think there's better ways
Bosses-
of like.
There
kind
might
of-
be ways. There might be ways to get
Yeah.
around it though, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
They could incentivize people.
but I
not,
mean,
like,
okay, what about
restrict it, but-
Moonlight won, and they didn't, and that didn't need to have these standards in place for it to win. Like I think best film when it came out, right? So you know, these kind of things I think is going to be more harmful for the industry going forward.
Yeah, I
That's
think
my opinion.
when you
So-
put these unnecessary restrictions without encouraging.
And by
more-
the way, oh yeah, sorry.
I think the diversity. We don't need to have forced diversity in terms of
Yeah, you don't need
in the actors. What we need is maybe a more diverse, you know, scope. You know, about the kind of movies we make and having that kind of freedom.
And-
because there is market for it. There's definitely
Yeah,
market for
I
it.
mean, look at
because-
Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Look at Key,
Peele,
or is it
yeah.
Peele, right? Like he's making a plethora of different kind of movies
Yeah.
within the genre that he's interested in, which is like using like, hey, I'm going to use a black cast, I'm going to use what are the black people, like, you know, in the background, in the creation of it. And I think that's the thing that's actually pretty wrong about this particular set of rules, because you can technically bypass it by having a creative team that's diverse, or you can have people who are working behind the scenes that are diverse, and that still gets you nominated to win an Academy Award. So what, you hire a lot of people who are minorities to like do all the background stuff, but none of them are on screen. Like it's not going to look very good, and that
I mean,
kind of already happens within Hollywood as
yeah,
is.
So-
I mean, look at Rogue One, man. Look at Rogue One. That was like, you know, let's have a checklist of the different continents and tick people off one by one.
But I think Rogue One did all right though, in terms of like.
But they had
the-
no character development for most of the other characters, right?
But I
Like
mean, like
Mhm.
this.
Riz Ahmed had no
movies-
character development.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riz Ahmed. Yeah,
He's just like some pilot guy.
Yeah, and he was just scared.
Yeah.
you were just scared the movie. Yeah, exactly.
So Sultan asked, can you guys do a tier list? We already did a Travis Scott tier list, but
What,
you
what
weren't
other tier
here
list
for
would you
it,
like?
So
I think, you know what, that's something that I'll definitely try and work with the guys to try and have like a screen that you guys can
Yeah.
follow us like like putting stuff on, because there are like tier list websites, and
Yeah,
it'd be
I
cooler
saw
to kind of
Tier
have
Maker.
it set up so you guys can see where we're putting stuff, and where we say, Tack, you're wrong, your choices are ridiculous, we
I
don't
think once
Yeah.
once our channel reaches 100 subs, we know it's serious.
Oh,
And then
okay,
we can,
yeah.
and
I'll do
we
it.
can start putting in extra time, because
I'll do a tier list for which Mind Over Matters cast members are the best. We'll do a Mind
It's
Over
gonna be
Matters.
like
the
It'll
guess.
be like 4.
like four people,
4 tiers.
4 tiers.
Do you guys value your native language? Asked by Hiba. Yeah,
I certainly do.
value
Yeah.
my native language. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, speak it.
There's nothing to not value about it.
Yeah.
That's good to. I'm learning a third language, so it's like it's good to
Yeah.
have multilingual ability is always helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Definitely.
There was a question which was like, do you dream in your like? Do you guys dream in Bangla? I do not.
I don't know. I like people do in my like sometimes in my dreams. Like maybe they'll speak Bangla, but I
Yeah,
won't.
you
like,
don't
sometimes.
dream it.
I think
I won't be like the
sometimes
whole dream in that language.
Hiba also asked, "What are you learning, Adam?"
Oh,
What-
I'm learning Japanese. I'm currently day 123 of learning Japanese. Technically a little bit over, but yeah, Japanese.
Tell us.
That's pretty cool.
Say something in Japanese.
Let's see. I'm just trying to think what to say. Oh God, you put me on the spot. You know what? I'll come back to you, and I'll try and create something that doesn't sound super stupid. But I wanted to actually, this is going to be a new section, a segment in the show, which is basically me shitting on Star Wars. And so
That's
in a
why
new,
you guys can look forward to every.
Was it
Friday.
the Rogue One comment that got you going?
No. It's what kind of reminded me was of the Rogue One thing, but also Daisy Ridley did an interview recently, and during that interview,
Oh,
she
are you talking
mentioned,
about the Palpatine? Are you talking about
the Palpatine
Yeah,
thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
bro.
So during that
I saw it
interview-
today. I saw it today.
Yeah. So
Bro,
during
I
that
didn't
interview,
even
That
get it
was
until
sad,
after
bro.
the movie.
yeah, exactly. During the interview, she admits that like she didn't even know that her character was going to have a connection with Palpatine until the actual filming, because they kept
Oh wow.
flip-flopping between, you're related to Palpatine, oh no, maybe you're related to Obi-Wan,
Maybe
maybe
you're
you're related to maybe
Yeah.
you're nobody, right?
I
And
think they just like took things off the internet and see which one actually works out. Because these were like theories that were on
they
the
were going
internet
with the
before.
flow, man. They were going with the
Yeah.
flow. That's what
yeah,
they were doing.
but and that's the reason. Well, I think they were going for the Obi-Wan thing, and then Ryan Johnson came in, and then he ruined it, saying, "Oh, nobody's connected to anyone," and then they needed to kind of connect it as something in that last
Subvert,
movie.
Yeah, subvert all
Avert
expectations.
your expectations, yeah, and so that's it. So
Is
again,
it
once again,
aliens and that?
The
Yes.
whole movie means nothing. That's
Nothing,
that's how
exactly.
you subvert the all
and
expectations.
look, that's the thing that I really kind of hate, like, because all these people were running defense for Ryan Johnson's The Last Jedi, and
I
time and
can't
I
time
know
again,
why.
it's
I can't
proving-
imagine Sultan watching Star Wars, man. I'm just being straight up. I don't think he would just be
Yeah,
looking
it
for
is.
memes.
It is aliens and that.
Hello.
I think
Not
there's
wrong.
more humans though than
Yeah, there are
aliens.
more
Yeah,
humans.
there
Yeah.
are more people. Yeah, I don't know, like with Ryan Johnson, is just almost he's a worse freestyler than Dan Andrews, man.
Truth, yeah.
Darth Vader is daddy. That's
Yeah.
'cause Vader's-
Vader actually means
dad,
father
yeah.
in German.
yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of like that little tidbit. But yeah, so that's the situation with Star Wars once again, proving once again that Roundhead Ryan doesn't know what he's doing.
No.
Ridiculous.
I love how he tries to like defend himself every time someone calls him out.
I hate his croonies, man. Like he'll post something on IG, it'll be like something not related to Star Wars, and people just like come to his defense. Oh, Last Jedi wasn't as bad as people saying this and that. Like, shut
Gog,
your
gog.
ass.
I hear a lot of gog, gog.
Go on, here
Yeah.
is Gog, man.
All I hear is gog.
And the other thing, Wonder
Star
Woman,
Wars or Star Trek? I'd say Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars,
I do
yeah.
like Star Trek, but I haven't watched
I only
enough
like
to
the
be
movies.
a Trekkie.
I'm
trying to
only
watch
Star
more, though.
Trek movies. I haven't seen any of the show episodes.
I've been trying to
Lego
watch the
Star
original
Wars.
series.
Lego Star
Um,
Wars goes hard.
Yes, Lego Star Wars
Lego
is dope.
Star
Oh,
Wars.
and they're doing the remake
Yeah,
that's coming out soon.
It's gonna have
which
all
looks
episodes.
cool. All the episodes, but it's like a remake, so it's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be different to the original
Yep.
kind of
Oh,
Lego games
really?
as well. But it's going to have like a bunch of them, all the movies that have
Okay.
the Skywalker movies.
Yeah,
the Skywalker
The
saga.
Skywalker Chronicle.
Man, now when I
Um,
see anything that has like Ray or Finn or Poe Dameron
Kylo.
in it, man,
Yeah.
that just I don't know, man. It just kind of ticks me
Yep.
off.
I just delete that stuff out
Yeah.
of my memory, man. Not
But I
worth it.
completely forgot like the only thing Star Wars to me is like 1 to 6, episode 1 to 6.
Yeah,
And Mandalorian, and that's
Mandalorian.
it. Oh, and Clone Wars.
Clone
Obviously.
Wars, yeah. Also, apparently, Wonder Woman 1984 is going to get delayed again to like
hope it gets
November.
deleted.
Makes sense.
I hope it gets deleted.
Makes sense.
Everybody's just playing this game of chicken where they just don't want to release any of their movies anymore.
Well, I
But-
mean, it's because they don't know when people can go back to cinemas.
And- well, yeah, but look at like Mulan. Like, how could you like release a movie these days when you're not going to be making anywhere near the profit? So now everybody's just pushing their movies back.
I mean,
right?
they saw what
Yeah.
happened with Mulan.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's more like
Same thing's gonna happen with Tenet. I mean, you can't watch it. That's the thing.
Well, I
Even
mean,
if
some
it's not a,
places people have watched it.
yeah, I mean, even if it's not a great movie, we all know we would go watch it at least once, right?
But Mulan,
No, I'm talking about Tenet.
you don't think it's a great movie?
I'm saying even if you think it's not
Oh,
a great
yeah.
movie, you're
Yeah, you're not going to
go
watch it multiple times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you may
yeah.
not watch it multiple times, but you at least go watch it once because
Yeah, yeah.
like, that's just how.
And
Chris
like
Nolan,
you can't. Yeah, I had this discussion with my sister. I'm like, I'm not going to watch a Christopher Nolan film for the first time, like in my room. I want to watch
Nah,
it in the cinema.
yeah,
Like you have to watch.
Yeah,
And
if it's
Is
there,
Hans Zimmer on the score or is someone else?
I think it's Ludwig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ludwig Göransson.
Yeah,
Fun
he's
little
really good,
tidbit.
man.
Fun little
Yeah.
tidbit about Ludwig Göransson. He's the guy that produced Redbone by
Yeah.
Childish Gambino. He also did a lot of the composing for Community back in the day. If
Really,
you guys
Okay.
watch Community.
Community as well.
Yeah,
He's-
he's done a lot of work with Gambino, so that's how I first heard of him. And
Oh,
then
right.
he did the
Black
composing
Panther.
for Black Panther film, and
Yeah.
that kind of
Okay.
turned him into like a movie, Hollywood
Mm.
movie kind. He's got a lot of credits.
He's
on,
really
like,
good with the flute, man. That's one thing I realized.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy's just genius with anything.
yeah.
man.
Even his Mandalorian track is like it's so
Yeah.
different, but you can feel like it's part of the show itself, kind of represent the
Yeah.
character. Yeah.
Exactly.
I've
Describe the feeling of stepping on Lego.
yeah, I was going to say
Uh,
hell. it's
yeah, there's
painful.
no actual there's no way to describe it. Just
I don't know
hurts.
what it's made out of, man. That plastic is tough.
I
Somehow,
think
somehow.
the worst piece to step on is like the
the 2x6,
2x6. I hate
2x6.
The long
It,
ones.
it,
man.
it, it,
Or even
it's-
like there's like this one that it's like a flat and then like this little piece comes out.
It's
the
out-
front.
yeah,
You, like
yeah, yeah.
connect it,
oh yeah,
connect it
yeah.
to the other piece.
I think I don't know what it's called. I'm
I don't know what. I'm not a Lego expert.
But I just wanted to also mention because the one big thing that I've been excited for all year came out recently,
What is
and
it?
it's
What
The
was it?
Boys season
Oh,
two.
The Boys season 2. Yes.
The Boys season 2. The
The
Boys
Boys.
with the Boys, right?
Boys,
I
man.
feel like a lot of people in the chat.
I tell
haven't
everyone
watched-
to watch The Boys, man.
You
Anyone
need
else?
to, guys.
Yeah,
It's
if you haven't
season
seen
one's
it, you have to
amazing.
You
watch
guys
it.
have to.
It's probably
brief-
one of the best like superhero centric
easy.
TV series, and it's not even like mainstream like superheroes. It's not like
It's-
DC comics.
to
It's not
watch it,
Marvel.
You
It's
have to watch it.
like for me, it's probably my second favorite after like Daredevil on Netflix.
Nah,
Netflix
this is way better than
This is-
Daredevil.
this is
Nah,
the-
I don't know. For me, Daredevil on Netflix is something else, bro.
Nah,
I
no
don't
way.
know.
Not,
I mean,
not better than the Boys.
We all
The
have
Boys.
we all have
So
our
good, man.
own.
That is
Um,
home.
Opinions?
but-
Yeah, some of our
yeah,
opinions
opinions.
are
Just for
wrong
the
than other, more wrong
yeah,
than others.
okay. All right. You have your opinions are more wrong than mine.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the case. mate.
But if we had to give a brief synopsis, so what The Boys is essentially superheroes. Obviously, they're loosely based off around the Justice League, but not exactly like some. So the main
They also have
superhero-
elements of Marvel now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have like the main superhero from they call it the Seven, which is like the main 7 superheroes, like the top 7 superheroes in the US. And the main guy, his name's Homelander. He pretty much is like has the same abilities as Superman, kind of, pictured like Superman.
Yeah.
Same costume and everything. And so it's
Similar.
about a bunch of these superheroes that go and do so much damage to the community, and everyone just loves them. And in this series, you kind of see like how like these superheroes are actually kind of douchebags. Like they're promoted and
kinda, man.
marketed.
Th-
There's a company that promotes them to
it
be like
manages them as well.
manages them to make them look like what everyone knows superheroes to be in comics, but then they don't know what superheroes are like in
Yeah, I think
in
the
secret.
best way to kind of describe it is like
What it would
superheroes
be
are more
really like.
realistic,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're kind of like celebrities. Like, you know how you hear celebrities are assholes in real life, but then
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
kind of superheroes, because of their powers, they're almost like malicious, you know.
Yeah.
And
And they
you know,
see human beings as just, like accessories. And,
whatever.
yeah.
yeah.
And so
Like
the main
what
character,
the-
his girlfriend gets killed by a superhero, and it's labeled
That's-
as
yeah.
collateral damage.
And you have to see that scene because that
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
sets
not gonna tell you
This,
how.
this,
That
is,
sets
this is not for people who don't like gore because it's very
yeah,
gory.
go or get easily offended.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
easily offended, don't watch it. Yeah. If you,
Yeah, there's a lot of whack shit that happens in
Yeah.
this, but great series.
Yeah, really good. And it's like this, and so the second season, I think that I was pretty worried about like whether or not the
They could
second
keep it
season
up.
might be good because it's kind of going off like from the comic stuff and doing more
Oh yeah,
original.
it's based
stuff.
around the comic, by the way.
Yeah.
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 So I'm interested to see, and I like the first 3 episodes. It's really good.
see,
What is, like-
episode 4 should be out now.
It should be out now.
Yeah,
All right,
it
I'll
should be
have to
out now.
check.
Yeah. Let me have a look.
I'll have to check and give it a.
I saw the trailer
Give it a
for
review.
next episode.
Yeah. You see, I just want to go into it fresh. I don't
I
want
know.
to really know.
Episode
But yeah,
3
like
was
maybe we can give like
amazing.
a full on review, like, you know, when everything's released. But so
Okay.
far I've been really liking it. My theory so far is that the Stormfront girl is obviously they kind of revealed some stuff about her, but like she's the one to really look out for.
Yeah.
'Cause-
She's
I-
the wild
I
card
definitely-
now. She's the wild
yeah,
card now.
because
Her
you know how they
Homelander.
mention a character
Yeah.
called Liberty Bell.
Yep.
You know how like I
Yeah,
reckon she was
yeah.
Liberty Bell.
She
Okay.
was Liberty Bell.
But Liberty
Yeah.
Bell looks really old though.
That's the
Unless-
thing. We don't know
Yeah.
because she was in the past. Maybe she disappeared and then now she's come back
She's
and
back,
rebranded
yeah.
as Stormfront. That's my
Stormfront, yeah.
prediction. I don't know if it's
Okay.
true.
Yeah,
Because I know the
but-
Stormfront girl was originally a male in the comic.
Yeah.
So they gender swap, race swap,
And they
well,
also-
not race, but
And they're also bringing in Soldier Boy. You.
Yeah.
But yeah, I highly recommend everybody watch
really
that
good
because
show.
it'll be good.
Yeah.
But
So just so you guys know, Soldier Boy is gonna be, it's gonna
Wait,
be,
like the actual Soldier Boy?
No, they're bringing in a character called the Soldier
Oh,
Boy.
okay. I
Who-
thought you meant
who's-
like the actual
Yeah.
guy Soldier Boy.
Yeah. Now the first time I heard the name, I was just laughing, man. Like
Yeah.
out of all the names, Soldier Boy.
out of all the
And
names that
he's
they've
Captain
picked, right?
America.
To be fair, one of the characters is called like Mother's Milk. So
Yeah.
like, you know, they
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a random ass name. But...
But yeah, I guess you know, once it's all finished, we'll give like a more comprehensive review because we don't want to really
We're trying
spoil.
to give a
too much.
spoiler free.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard because it's really good.
It's
so
really
yeah,
good, yeah.
so watch it with us, and let us know what
It's,
you guys
it's currently on Amazon Prime, but I feel like most people, if you haven't used your Amazon Prime membership, like it's like two weeks, 14 days free trial. I'd recommend you watching that if you have nothing to watch. I know some people have other ways of watching things.
We're not encouraging any.
We're not.
Yeah, no.
We're not
Um,
endorsing it. But if you do it, you do it.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
Since everyone in the chat is talking about boyfriends and weddings and that, I think that brings us to a very important topic. I know
Yes,
a
our
lot-
last segment.
our last
Something that was
segment,
requested
the
by
way. Yeah,
everyone.
something that was requested.
You sure you want to talk about it now, or do you want to talk about it with our potential guest?
No, I think we can talk about it now.
All right.
I guess
Yeah,
that's what I
okay,
thought.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Where do we start? Okay, so someone suggested. It wasn't really like it's hard to say it, hard to like talk about it because you know
Well, let's mention what it is. It's referred to as the talking
the talking phase. Yeah, it wasn't very specific. Someone just asked talking about talking phase during
COVID
lockdown or
lockdown.
COVID. Yeah. Yeah, so talking phase essentially is just like a bit of the back and forth kind of flirting and kind of getting to know people before you actually like meet them in person and like have try to establish a relationship. I feel like obviously COVID's affected a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of affected most people's relationships, like in general.
Yeah, in
right?
general,
You can't even see
yeah.
like, you know, family How are you gonna talk to somebody who you've just been like, chatting up, and then, oh, by the way, now we can't interact with each other because you're stuck in like the other side of the state or whatever it may be.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember like one of my friends was telling me,
Mm.
like all her mates, like her guy mates, were all like sort of in a talking phase, pre like lockdown and that. So like people before lockdown like didn't take it seriously and stuff, and maybe they still don't. I don't know. It's up to you guys. But yeah, and then now because since lockdown they're actually stuck with these people. Like they probably didn't intend to talk to these people for this long, and now they're actually stuck with them. So it's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go see your intimate partners, but like, see, that's the thing. Like, when you say intimate partners, like usually it's
It's like a boyfriend, girlfriend,
yeah,
or like a
but
husband
it's
or
already
wife.
established, right? Like, whereas talking phase, nothing's really established, so it's like you can't really go out and meet that person.
Yeah, because I had to look this up because I didn't actually know. I don't know, just showing my age, right? Like
Yeah.
fucking boomerism or talking phase is like, yeah. I mean, just seems like a communication issue, like overall, that this quote unquote phase, like that awkward phase before you are something or you aren't something, but unfortunately because of Corona, you just have to not be
Just have
something.
to, yeah, you just have to not. Be
Just gotta have to
something.
hold it out.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah.
Are you guys in a talking stage? Put me under pressure, yeah.
I mean, I'm still trying to deal with talking to myself, let alone to talking to anybody
Does
else.
that count?
The only person I'm talking to is myself, mate. What age do you guys want to get married? I don't know, when time's right. Like,
Yeah.
Can't really
Yeah,
judge
I don't see
Right.
it as age thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's
You
all
don't want to
relative
restrict
to
yourself to.
it's
Yeah.
not a he, it's a she. Her name's
yeah,
Sultan.
especially because I know a
His
lot of
name is
people.
Sultan Haidar. I'm in talking
Haidar.
stage with
Ooh.
Sultan Haidar,
Aw.
so is only lasting for 5 seconds though.
5 seconds, 5 second marriage. But yeah, so I guess yeah, I guess my advice would be like, well, I mean, I'm not an expert, so I was gonna say, because again, I only recently figured out what the talking phase was. What would be, I guess, your guys' advice around trying to help people who are like, I guess, in this awkward situation?
I think just take it as it comes, man. Like instead of trying to rush it or slow it
Yeah.
down. When you try to do either or, there's a higher probability of messing it up. So just go with the flow. In this case, if it's supposed to last, it will last. If it's not, that'll be
I
it.
think like just being open about things as well. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people, even if you do think,
Avoid the small talk too, man. That shit
yeah,
gets boring.
yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna put anyone down. Like, relationship advice. I don't know. Ask us some questions. We'll give you some advice. What's your hit up line? It's a hit up
Ooh.
line. Do you guys have any funny hit up lines?
No,
Nah,
unfortunately, I do not.
I honestly have none.
I usually just make puns out of their name.
That's a pretty good one.
Oh, how original!
Yeah. Well, it is original, okay?
Hey, I like it. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I like Sultan's hit up line. It's a great one.
What is it?
He just said, my go-to line is, "Are you to kill?"
You to kill.
Great one. Man. Sure to work every
Because
time.
you're divided.
But
You're to
yeah,
die for.
I feel like people with like, especially during lockdown, they're gonna try and like force things. I would suggest not to force things as well. Just like take things as they come, man.
yeah.
Like this is what someone was saying. There's really nothing more to it. I don't think you can flesh it out even as much as you'd like to. But I guess intention is important as well.
100%.
Like some
Yeah,
people
again.
and I know
Yeah,
like
my bad.
lockdown changes people's intentions as well, like because you're not that easily accessible. I guess that would be my relationship advice to like anyone in the chat is just don't make yourself too accessible, man. Because people take advantage of that shit. So
Oh yeah.
don't make yourself too accessible. Take things slowly, you know.
Communication. That's
Oh
it,
yeah,
guys.
communication.
You just got to talk.
absolutely.
You got to talk.
Communication.
That's the problem. People got to you got to let people know what you want. If you don't tell people what you want, look, 99% of all the studies that I've read about this says that both men and women aren't mind readers. So you have to tell people
be
what you
open.
want, right?
Well,
You have to be.
Even
You gotta communicate openly. If you know.
even with a topic like relationships, Adam's Google is still on it.
Yeah, just 99%,
It's
mate.
always-
Yeah, all
it's
those
always
mind
that.
reading experiments all failed, mate. I got to tell you, it's those 1% that people hold on to.
Yeah, no one's Professor X here, man. No one is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all got chicken and cheeses. That's pretty. That's
That was-
pretty.
that was
That's
pretty,
pretty.
yeah.
That's a,
Professor
that's,
X.
Yeah,
That's synergy, mate.
That's it.
That comes from years of talking stage.
Here's a talking stage. Yeah.
Us two have been in talking stage for a while.
For a while. But yeah, I think that's a good place to kind of wrap up.
On some wholesome stuff. If you guys
Yeah.
are in a talking phase, let us know. Because I'm
Also-
just curious.
Also, check out my Instagram account for
Yes.
photography. I've been taking a lot of photos. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was getting
Some
some
hella
of the stuff's
bored.
really cool because you've been
Plug it.
taking those pictures like during your walks, yeah.
Yeah, I just take my camera with me.
I'm in a talking stage with the
with the
demons.
demons in it.
Damn, bro.
Damn, bro.
Damn, bro.
Same, bro. Same.
Damn, all right.
Go read Hypercorpsey or something.
Bro.
bro.
Yeah, get an exorcism or something, right? Like before you start talking in tongues, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When did I come
Um,
to Australia? I came to Australia in 2004. It was in October 2004.
But yeah, where can everybody see?
What if I get
your-
mugged? I don't know, man. I do worry about that sometimes, but I still
Sultan
want to go
Bro, I
and take
think you
photos.
said an
Mugged?
exorcism.
There's not going to be. You're going to see anybody who's out there on your walk.
Hey,
No,
you
I
guys-
do see a lot of people.
you guys
And,
live
Yeah, that's what I mean. How are you going to get
dangerous.
mugged? You see
yeah,
him.
I do see a lot of people and a lot of like.
He'll
weird ones.
he'll take photos of them while he's getting mugged. Can
Can
you imagine that like a kaleidoscope shot of you getting
Yeah,
mugged?
as he's
That'd be pretty
falling
cool.
and struggling and stuff. You
Falling
know,
down like
where-
50 times.
I was going to say, where can people see your mugged photos of you getting mugged? Like, where can they find you?
Well, we're on Instagram. Look up Infinity Snap. So it's Infinity with an I at the end, not Y, because Y wasn't available, so I had to go with I.
Go with I. Hey, I like
Yeah.
it. I like it.
Yeah, I'll drop a link in the. Well, we can drop the link on our. Yeah,
Oh, there you go. It's
There you go. Real one coming through.
everyone, they know
Infinity
what's up.
Snaps.
Yeah,
yeah,
no, because I really like the stuff that you do. So maybe we'll get you to talk like maybe next
Yeah, I'll show.
Mind Under Matters. You know, and oh yeah, maybe we can show a bunch of pictures that you've been taking as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
That'd be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Subbing.
Except the photos that you took of me. Not allowed to show that to anyone.
Don't worry, bro. That's between us.
That's going to be the first slide, mate. Don't worry.
That's the first slide.
Yeah, Sabik, I actually had him in my mind because I was collecting all the lenses I wanted, and I just finished collecting my gauntlet. So, you know, that's what it is.
It is what it
I
is.
took some cool photos on my iPhone.
I
too.
only check it
Come on.
from iPhone 4, man. So anything below that,
Four and above, mate.
4 and above, man. I'm
Or
sorry.
above.
But
but
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
I
what were you
think
saying?
no. Oh, did you guys have any
I
other final thoughts?
I did want to plug something, but this is for
Mhm.
the people that follow me on IG. My IG is private, so I'm sorry if you don't follow it. I'm not going to plug it because it's private for a reason. But yeah, I'm going to do something interesting on Monday. I'm going to do a live.
Okay.
I'm not telling you guys what it is because it's a surprise, but I've been getting into a few things recently.
Oh, I
Testing-
wonder what
testing my-
those things could be.
Looking forward
Who
to it,
knows?
man.
Testing my hand at some random stuff because I got
Okay.
bored. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I hope you guys can stay
Well,
tuned.
yeah.
Yeah,
Be
we'll
sure
be
to
keen,
check it
man.
out
Yeah.
Monday. If you know, you know, you
Keep
can
your
tune
eyes
in and
peeled.
see that.
Yeah, and we'll drop
Um,
the links to where are you gonna do it? What are you gonna use? What platform are you using?
IG.
IG,
It's-
yeah.
Oh,
IG,
yeah,
yeah.
Instagram.
So we'll drop the link from our Mind Over Matters Instagram
Only
account.
fans revealed. That's right.
Yeah,
And yeah, and definitely go check out Infinity Snaps because you know Summit's got some great content on there too, and he always puts up new stuff.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have photos of Spider-Man though. So.
No,
yeah.
not yet.
Oh,
never
not
say
yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
never,
Never say
never say
never.
never. And yeah, obviously be on the lookout for you know tax stuff on Monday, and on
Yeah.
Tuesday we have our
Mind
Over
over
Matters show. So please come check us
We
out there.
haven't figured out what we're talking about yet, but
So,
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
we'll get
Figure-
there.
There's always something
And you
going
know what
on.
that
So
means.
let us know.
yeah. And
Let
you
us
know
know
what
what's
that
on your
means.
mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Let us know what matters
Exactly.
on your mind. Definitely Mia Khalifa next week. She's coming.
Next
Yeah,
week. Yeah, I'll talk to
definitely.
her manager. I'll talk to her
Yeah.
and
if
and
she doesn't,
figure out
if she
something.
doesn't come on next,
We're gonna make a diss
next
diss
week's
track as well.
episode,
Diss
we're gonna make a
track,
diss
yeah.
track, but it's also Adam's fault.
Yeah, sure. I'll take the hit for that. So yeah, you know, again, if you like the content that we make, you know, leave us a like, subscribe, you know, bell icon, bing, bang, bong, you know what's up.
bang,
So
bong.
yeah. So check us out on Monday, and we'll have another show for you next Friday as well. So till then, catch you guys next week.
Catch you
See
guys
you later.